Does this mean that I'm live on YouTube? Question mark. Professionalism at its finest. I haven't streamed. Oh my goodness, I've actually done a thing. There we go. I've actually done a thing. I am officially live on the old YouTube. Man, it's been so long since I've live streamed on YouTube that it's not even funny. And actually just live streamed in general, to be perfectly honest. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Bear with me whilst I send out a cheeky little ping to my Discord. Screw it, let's go for an everyone. We're going to be creating maps. So yeah, Franco, Negative, Soviet, Antonio, Marcus, PvP Lord, Kim, Nguyen, Topi, Antonio. Wow, it's going to be really difficult to read all the names, but welcome to the live stream. Let's make a map, shall we? Let me just send out a cheeky ping to everyone. I'm amazed I actually got this stream working, like, as expected, to be honest. Well, actually, that's a complete lie. I just tried to live stream this just like 2 minutes ago, and I was, like, speaking to myself for 5 minutes. Turns out I'd left it on private the whole time, so, you know, I make it sound like I did well, but I really didn't. Okay. Right, let's see. Okay, so the game plan is, effectively, this is going to be a Tabs map creator, I don't know, live stream. What we're going to try to do here, and also, remind me, tell me, because I've not streamed in so long, tell me if, like, the music volume or the game volume, all that kind of stuff, tell me if any of that is too loud, and we can adjust it accordingly. What we're going to do is, you can see I've downloaded a bunch of other people's maps, but we're going to try and create our own map. Now, what you saw in the live stream thumbnail, I also welcome everyone who's still joining the live stream. Honestly, this update is big. It really is big. Now, before we carry on, I do need to just warn you that I don't know why, but I'm having severe crashing issues. I've like reinstalled the game, I've removed all my old mods, I've validated the game files, and I'm still having a lot of crashes. I even updated the firmware for my computer, everything. So, it seems to happen when I go to the main menu. So let's see what happens if I press back. I'm nervous. Please don't crash right at the start. If it crashes, okay, watch. So it normally plays around for a second and then crashes. And then if it goes for a couple of seconds, I think, no! We got so close. I thought we were in the clear. Unfortunately not. However, we have got 90 people watching the live stream. We'll load this sucker back up and we'll give it another stab. We might have to load it a few times until we get it working. Fingers crossed we can get it working. Right, let's read some of the live stream chat. And also, welcome everyone. Skill issue, says Darth Blitz. Darth Blitz, when's the update on Xbox? So, I thought the update was going live on Xbox and Nintendo Switch. With this, I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong about that. I just assumed this was kind of part of it. F in chat indeed. We'll load this bad boy up and we'll try again. Normally it takes 3 or 4 tries until I can actually get in the game. And then basically whenever I back out, it just decides it's had enough. Right, let's see. Scott, you've genuinely made me so excited for this update. Genuinely, this is still loading, by the way. Genuinely, this update is big. I've had this update for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks, which is why, so the videos you'll see going live today and tomorrow are like my first attempts. The tutorial that I did, I recorded that yesterday, actually. Okay, come on, boys. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay, so when it goes... you see it kind of like wobbles. You see it kind of like stutters. Please? Okay, we're in the clear, I think. Right, map creator. Now we're in the map creator, we should be good. Now, you'll see down here, that's the medieval map I did in the tutorial. This is the World War II D-Day map, which, by the way, people have already started stealing my maps and re-uploading them. Let me show you. Okay, so this is a map. You'll see this tomorrow, okay? This is the map that I created, and people have started nabbing it. They've downloaded it, and they've re-uploaded it as their own map. The cheek of it. I spent hours on this. This is outrageous behavior. Right, let's see. Okay, no, because now I'm going to have to go back to main menu, and it's going to crash again. Why have I done this? Oh, wait, maybe if I go back to main menu like this? Oh, yes, okay, nice. Ah, nice, so I can go straight to create a new map. Okay, good, we might be in the clear. Right, so, guys, here's what I was thinking. You saw my tab's thumbnail, right? You saw it was like a Spartan ancient Greek kind of aesthetic, right? Yeah, that was D-Day, to be clear, but that's not what we're gonna go for here. Scott's so cool, everyone wants to be him. Carly, what are you even getting at? Carly, by the way, is my editor. She's working on the D-Day map that I just showed you for tomorrow. So when you see that video go live, give Carly a shout out. She's doing fantastic work, allowing me to catch some sleep. You know, last night, to get that tutorial out and to get those videos out today, you know, I literally went to bed at 9 in the morning, and then I got up at like 12, 3 hours later. Okay, so I literally did an all-nighter, got 3 hours of sleep, and then I had to get up so that I could like schedule those videos and release them. It was like, honestly, the grind is real, man. Right, so I'm asking the live stream chat directly here. I think it would be cool to make the Battle of Thermopylae. You know, like the Spartans, the hot gates, right? The hot gates, the Spartans versus the Persians, you know, on the side of a cliff with a little pass. We can even do the little pass. But, I am, no, I'm not sponsored by Landfall at all. But I'm willing to hear suggestions. So I'm reading the live stream chat right now. If you guys have any suggestions you think could be better than my suggestion, then now is your choice. Now is your chance, rather, to... Yeah, you'll notice my brain is literally... Well, I'll be perfectly honest with you. It's running on caffeine at the moment. Not that I would say overdone. I would say because we've already done a World War I map, I'm kind of thinking we should maybe do something that's not a World War I map. We want to do something a little bit more interesting. Stalingrad could be difficult with the maps we've got, with the buildings we've got, to be honest. It's like, we've not got many Soviet-style buildings. Battle of Hastings, Constantinople. Yeah, so these are some big... Dunkirk, I suppose, is just another beach map. Spartans versus Romans. Yeah, I like the idea of these, like, themed maps. I had a little idea, by the way, for, like, for creating this map, where you could split the map in 4, and you could create, like, a Japanese area, like a Roman area, like a medieval area, and then, like, what else is there? Like, I don't know, whatever other theme there is on top of that, slap that in there as well. Maybe like a little, just a farming village or something. That could be quite cool, but we're not going to do that here. The Siege of Leningrad. Jeez, people are going big. Gettysburg, Vietnam. I suppose, like, what would work for Vietnam? I suppose you'd probably have to go... I suppose you would go medieval, but you would just place, like, you would place the jungle trees. Crimean War. I'm actually seeing quite a lot of people do want Thermopylae. Okay. Helm's Deep. I saw somebody's already made Helm's Deep, and it's actually legit sick. Well, I don't know if it is. The thumbnail was good. It could be absolutely trash for all we know. Now, at the end of this live stream, I will actually start downloading a bunch of your maps, and I'll review your maps as well. The only reason why we're going to get stuck in with a little bit of map creation to begin with is because if I, you know... it will crash if I go back to the main menu. And I don't really want to do that again. So, the question to you now. Okay, Rockstrift again, that is a great idea. I think I will definitely make a video on that. The question to the live stream chat now, and welcome to you if you are still joining. The question I have for you now is, we're going to do the Battle of Thermopylae, but... we need to pick a theme to do it, okay? Which do you think is going to be the best aesthetic for the Battle of Thermopylae? Imagine cliffside. Moat Bailey is another good suggestion, to be fair. Moat Bailey! if you scream it loud enough, maybe we'll do it. But yeah, I think we're going to stick with the Thermopylae theme. Just because I feel like it's kind of easy to do, but still get a cool aesthetic, because you're gonna have a cliffside drop off, all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure. You think Renaissance? You think Renaissance theme? I think you could be right. Tribal or pirate? I don't know if tribal or pirate would be like, because you kind of want like a rocky, like you want the ground to look quite rocky. I'm not sure if either of those are quite right. Battle of the Reichstag. If somebody can make the Reichstag with this map creator, I will be impressed. You really think tribal would be good for a cliffside? I've got to say, my first guess would have probably been Renaissance. Renaissance or Dynasty, to be honest. Or dynasty, because oh, sorry, what am I doing? What am I doing? You can change it. You can change it when you're in there. I just created a tutorial on this. I should really know, but apparently I'm an idiot. So let's just go for the large template on Renaissance, and then we can kind of get a little bit of a feel for what we're doing here, boys. Yo, Hannibal Barca, or Barca, I still never know how that's pronounced. Cannon ambush on Renaissance. So, this is the thing. Also, first of all, thank you so much for the donation, mate. Jeez, I was not expecting that at all. But here's the thing, the cannons still actually don't work. So, if you watched my tutorial, you'll see I managed to get the arrows, fireballs, and magic missiles functioning with the various triggers, which I am conveniently hiding behind me here. But the cannons don't work. Or maybe I just can't figure out how to get them to work. Maybe it's a skill issue. I don't know. But I spent a long time trying to figure it out, and I was even speaking to Baron about it, and he couldn't figure it out either. So, you know, maybe you guys are just smarter than us. Who cares? Where's the Xbox update? I don't know, to be honest with you. I thought they would be with this. So, here's what we're gonna do. Also, Mountain Bailey! Killer B, thank you for the donation, first of all. But I've got to be honest with you, though. Screaming your comment in a donation doesn't force my hand. As much as I appreciate it, I don't think it forces my hand. Right, so here's what I'm thinking, guys. So just look at the aesthetic here, okay? So first of all, we'll press E and we'll press V to lock this height. In fact, we'll actually try and get that height a little bit higher. Here's kind of roughly what I'm thinking, okay? This is just we're gonna do this slowly. It doesn't need to be crazy. Again, we'll maybe bring it in at certain points to kind of create even more of a choke point. And then again, we can use the middle mouse button to smooth this out. By the way, at this point, I know you guys have maybe only had the map creator for a day or two. I've had this for 2 weeks, so I feel like I'm pretty proficient with it at this point now. So what was I gonna do? Okay, I guess first thing that we probably want to do, to be honest, is come to the map settings and, you know, bring the map height down a little bit. And then actually, we probably want to we probably want to raise the entirety of the whole map before we do anything else, actually. And then that's just going to make the cliffs just a little bit more significant and interesting, would be my assumption here. Scott, can you 1v1 me in tabs? Does anyone still play the tabs multiplayer? Do you know what I mean? I think you should make it have a floor. What do you mean make it have a floor? Also, guys, thank you for the donations. You really don't have to be perfectly honest, boys. We're here to farm views, not donations. We're here to farm as many views and subscriptions as we possibly can, is the game plan here. Also, is it just me, or am I pretty sick at making, I don't know, circles? Circles? That is a pretty clean circle right there. I'm pretty chuffed with that. I mean, just use a floor. What do you mean by use a floor? 1v1 me in the tabs map builder. Oh, now that would be a pretty cool series I could maybe do. Would you guys be interested in seeing like a build-off series type thing? Like if I issue like a challenge to people. Oh. Now we're talking. If I issue an actual challenge to people, then, you know, like if I say like, because I'm gonna do a tabs map creator tournament, by the way, which I guess you guys you know, could be aware of right now. Basically, if you want to create, let's just fill in the whole floor here. If you want to create a map for me, literally tomorrow, I'm going to be recording to send to Carly, who I believe is still in the chat, my lovely editor. I'm gonna be recording a map review tomorrow. So if you want your map in the review, just stick my name in it. You can, you know, save a duplicate if you don't want to have my name in it or whatever. But it just means I can find it, and it's a little bit of fan service. If you've gone through the effort of making a map, I would like to show it. Yes, Carly is still lingering in the chat. But Carly's actually working on a D-Day map for tomorrow at the moment, which is pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Scott, again, just to be very clear, in case you are an idiot, which is a strong possibility, because I think at least 10 to 20% of the following of this channel seems to be based on the comments. You can't 1v1 people in a tabs map creator. I just wanna get that out there right now before there's any confusion. Death, destruction, domination. Was there any context to that, Imperial Dutch, or is this just like you just summarizing a weekend for you, basically? Can you do after a few days as well? Yes, I will be doing multiple. Listen, guys, I'm just gonna level with you. I'm just gonna like come, you know, get, you know, real level here. I'm going to be farming this tab's map creator update. So don't worry. If you want to create a map, you got some spicy content for me to try. I've literally already spoken to Carly, and we're just gonna start churning out videos. But we're not gonna drop the quality though. I want to be producing a lot of high quality videos. Also, was that worth it? I think so. I think so. Look what we did there. Okay, so we kind of made that like a bit higher. Right, so I think that'll be worth it, because now if we put this stuff down here to like this is basically, this is like the pass of the Battle of Thermopylae, right? That's what that is in theory, right? Now if we do that, then you'll see there's like a bigger cliff. You should stream more. So first of all, Hannibal, thank you again for another donation. God, good God. Who'd you steal the credit card from? Give it back. I'm only joking. What was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought because I've had 3 hours of sleep. This is going to be a common thing happening here. I literally don't know. Can somebody remind me what I was saying? I've got absolutely no idea what I was saying there. I don't know what I was saying, but I'm just going to assume that it was really, really funny and engaging. Is that a safe assumption to make? Okay, so this is going to be like the pass here. Now, what we'll do is we'll kind of like make a big area for like the, I don't know, the Persian camp, if you will. Let's make like a big area for like the Persian camp, and we'll maybe bring this down a little bit. Yeah, because I guess, yeah, down here, this is going to want to come down a little bit, because that's going to want to, you know, get down to water level. So there's actually like a, you know, so we can basically be like, say like, oh, well, this is where they, and again, with middle mouse button, we can smooth all this out. So we can effectively say, oh, they landed down here and they moved up from there. You didn't see General Ed. First of all, I just want to give a special shout out to General Ed. General Ed has been a devout follower of the channel for like, he's only just become a member. This isn't why I'm giving him a shout out, but General Ed has commented on this channel more than anybody else, to be clear. He has commented on this channel more than anybody else. So, and I really do notice it. Again, I don't have all the time in the world, but you know, hopefully you guys have noticed I take a lot of time to reply to comments and to read my comments and all that kind of stuff. So I do hope you notice that, because sometimes it's a lot of effort to do it, and most YouTubers don't. So I hope it's at least noticeable. Siege of Constantinople, 1453. Yeah, I'm really interested to see some of the maps people are going to create with this. I'm incredibly interested to see some of the maps people are going to turn out with this. It's going to be really, really interesting. So what we want to do, I guess, so we'll kind of, don't worry, this looks a little bit janky at the minute. We're just kind of like leveling this kind of stuff, this area out. We'll provide a little bit more detail in a bit. We want to make like a bit of a camp up here, basically. But what I'm kind of thinking is we kind of just want to get the rough area. We want to get like the rough area. So like, I guess the hot gates, right? The hot gates, like they kind of, also, what's my flow on? Oh, my flow's only like at half. Okay, let's just put that up to full. So the hot gates, they kind of like open out to this passageway like this, don't they? Oh, I've not locked on the height. I'm being a moron. Let's lock on the height so you can get a consistent with V. And then, so yeah, so this is like the gates area of it, I guess. Custom unit tutorial part 2. Yeah, I could do something like that, but to be honest, I think the majority of like my effort at the minute and for the foreseeable future is probably going to be focused on the map creator content side of things. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using your maps to finish off the Tabs faction tournament and also the hero tournament. So that's how those are going to make their way into each of those. I'm going to be using your maps and then, you know, doing those battles on your maps. I think would make them even more interesting as well. So let's just fill in the next layer here. I wonder how high it's going to let us go, because of course there's going to be like a secret passageway through here, which is going to allow the Persians to. The only problem is though is it doesn't. Yeah, we might have to. That might have to be interesting, because the thing is, obviously the wobblers, being AI, will take like the path of least resistance. They'll take the fastest method of getting towards their enemy. Also, 230 viewers. Good God. Guys, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, you know, as I always say in my pinned comments, if you don't subscribe to the channel, I'll find you. I will find you. I wonder if there's ever been like somebody who's like really young and impressionable who's like heard one of those like joking threats and literally been sitting there like, like actually legit scared. Battle at Iwo Jima. Yeah, so the pirate maps are going to be really, really, really cool for that, I think. The pirates. Okay, so let's make the little like base camp. Okay, so this will be base camp, I guess, for the Spartans maybe? So make like a little pocket in here for the Spartans to kind of stand in. And so the Spartans can kind of stand here. They can kind of come down the hot gates like this. And then they can try to like, that can be like their final kind of choke point here, right? They can kind of try and hold that final choke point there. And then like this is maybe like their base camp. And again, we're just filling in the rest of this round here. Make Bunker Hill. Now that's a good suggestion. Hello, my factions don't have name after the update. Do you have the same issue? Oh, I've not checked any of the factions, to be honest. Make a Battle of Stalingrad. I feel like that's something you could do, but would be incredibly time consuming. Hence why I went for the Battle of Thermopylae, which is mostly just slapping down a bunch of rock and then digging out a tunnel effectively. Because there's probably going to want to be another layer on top of this one, right? Or do we just not make it too complicated? You, the best YouTube channel in the world, mate. People sometimes say that to me, but like, you realize we've not even got 100,000 subscribers. You realize this is still like a totally nobody nothing channel, right? Like, literally, we are amateurs and then some. You love this new update, Wilhelm. I could not agree more. This update is actually so big for this game. Honestly, it cannot be understated. Subscribers don't make the YouTuber. I suppose that's true. But I think they're a good indication of the kind of like the proficiency and success of the YouTuber, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I've still got a lot to learn, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like I've got a good plan. I know what I'm doing, but I still really do feel like, I'm still constantly learning new things and, getting things wrong. And I still look back on my old videos and I'm just constantly like cringing, like, which is always good because it means you're heading in the right direction, I suppose. Scott, I've got some Scot support for you. Thank you very much. Scot support is certainly what we need. Read my name, please, Mandy. Why? Why do you want me to just read your name? Make Gallipoli. That's another good one. So, at this point, I'm just going to fly back a little bit, and I'm just going to let you guys make a couple of suggestions, because I want to make sure you guys are heavily involved in the creation of this map here. Because what I'm thinking, by the way, is what I was trying to say earlier, which I didn't really finish my thought because I'm a scatterbrain and I'm sleep deprived, is, like the back passage? There was like a back passage that you use to get behind the Spartans. My only concern with that is that the wobblers are going to take the path of least resistance, right? They're going to take the quickest path to get to their enemy. So if there's like a shortcut through here behind the Spartans, then none of them will actually go round the hot gates. So we need to kind of like think about how we actually force them round here, or like how we make the passageway behind shorter. Make a big deep hole. Why? Where? Make Edinburgh. Make a massive city. Nice. Battle of Rorke's Drift is another really, really good suggestion. Make a castle map. I made that sort of in my tutorial, but I wasn't too happy with the castle, to be honest. Make a canyon in the center. Yeah, so for those of you who have just joined, we are quite literally making the Battle of Thermopylae. Is kind of what we're going for here. So it's not just like a totally random kind of just like random build. We're trying to create something out of this that's gonna look like okay, we're gonna have to like we're also gonna have to like make this like stepped a little bit more so we can smooth it out, because otherwise the wobblers are gonna have a hard time getting up there. To be honest, I've actually been really impressed with how like good the AI's been in this update. Like, let me know, guys, have you actually like have you guys been using this update? How many of you have actually got tabs? And how many of you are just like watching watching because you don't have it, or watching because you're interested in the new update? Because I feel like quite a lot of people actually who watch this kind of stuff, a lot of people don't actually have the game, and which is why they kind of watch this stuff. I don't know. I would be interested to hear. Okay, so most of you actually do. Most of you actually do have it then. Okay, let's see. Is that going to be a little bit nicer? Gradients. Yeah, I would say so. Seems a little bit more manageable. Yeah. Okay, the wobblers are going to be able to run up that. They weren't going to be able to run up the one beforehand. That's for sure. I'm not so sure about the bit down here yet, but you know, we'll fill it in. Again, it's literally just a case of plonking stuff down and then using the smooth tool. I guess we've not got to like actually have like a harbor on this really. Like it doesn't have to really like. I was gonna try and make like a beach at the bottom of here, but I'm not sure there's actually even that much point to doing that, to be honest. So I might just I might just not do that. Right, let's get some there, smooth that out. Okay, so this is where the Persians are gonna land. They're gonna run all the way around here, and it's gonna be spicy when they get round to the Spartans down here. Now, before we go any further, before we do anything else, get some YouTube polls to see what the viewers want. So, I don't actually know how to do YouTube polls, so you're more than welcome to do one yourself. If you know how to do that, please, by all means, crack on. Also, if anybody is watching the live stream and you're not subscribed, now is your chance. Also, if you want to help the channel grow into being less of a nothing channel, then hit the subscribe button and like and comment on this. I don't know, could you even comment on a live stream? I don't even know, like, could you comment on this? Like, or is it just because it's a live stream? I don't even know if you can even do that, to be honest. So I might have just literally just, you know, fed you. Let's smooth this out here, actually. Let's smooth this out. But yes, I will be taking your suggestions. So I'm actually going to just take a second here just to literally stop and read the live stream chat. What do you guys think would make this map better? What do you think would make this map better? How could we make this more compelling? I'm literally reading the live stream chat now. Like this specific, rather than other suggestions. Like the Battle of Somme, great idea. We'll definitely do that at some point. So I've actually already made a D-Day map. We'll be doing that soon. Make a tunnel with a floating island. Smooth it all out. Secret passage. Yeah, okay, so we could do with getting the, we need ruins. Yeah, ruins. Ruins is a great shout. Ruins is a great shout. We could also do with just getting the grass down, to be honest. We could do with just getting the grass down and making it look a little bit less, well, boring. Because at the minute, it looks absolutely, well, it looks dead, doesn't it? It just looks totally uninteresting. So let's get a bunch of this stuff down. Let's just, yeah, something like this, maybe? I don't know. Again, we'll smooth all this out later. It's all a work in progress. We're just slapping some of that down just so it doesn't look completely plain, uninteresting, and boring. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was really hating just looking at it. I was hating every second I spent looking at it. So let's see what this does. Is that gonna give us like a rocky passage here? Yes, I think it will. Do we want this? What does the middle mouse button do? Okay, middle mouse button's gonna go more yellow. Do we want this to be like a rocky passage here? Or do we think it looked better how it was? Did it look better how it was? I think it maybe did look better how it was. I don't know. What do you guys think? Zombie map, make a tunnel map. You mean like just a complete underground tunnel map? That's possible. We could do that, to be fair. We definitely could do that. Let's have a quick, you know what? Let's just yeah, tell you what, let's just open the B menu. Let's get onto like the 1 tool, open a B menu, and let's just, you know, it doesn't have to be 100% historically accurate, does it? It doesn't have to be 100% historically accurate. We could have a little bit of fun with it. You know, we could put down like a temple on the top, that kind of stuff. Like, we could make it interesting, basically, is kind of what I'm trying to suggest. Rather than just being, does that look a little bit more Roman than Greek? Is it just me, or does that look more Roman than it does Greek? What does the other one look like? This one looks a bit more Greek to me. Yeah, that one looks more Greek. This looks more Roman. Okay, let's use this one here instead then. What else do we put around with that? I guess we gotta, you know, give it some things. Let's see. Let's slap down a smaller temple? Okay, no, that's just the same size temple. Maybe we could just put down a couple of buildings up here. Again, just make it a little bit more interesting rather than just being like totally... Yeah, like over this corner here, for example. That's what we could do. We could drag this stuff over here and kind of... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. What did I do with... Ah, there we go. Oops, what am I on? I'm on the wrong tool. You would think I'd made a tutorial on this. How do you get on Xbox? I don't know. I really don't know. I thought that you would be able to have it on Xbox already. Yes, we'll make a big statue. So, what we'll do is we'll go down here. Let's see. What do we want to get for a statue? I think it probably makes sense to go for the big Spartan hoplite, right? So here's what I'm thinking, guys, and let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about this. I'm thinking what we could do is we could like build up a bunch of terrain around here. How high does this go? Okay, so that's the maximum build height, actually, it turns out. So what we could hopefully do, even though that's the maximum build height, hopefully, yeah, so that's like a little way up. Let's not try and make it 100% historically accurate. Let's focus on having fun, okay? It's like historically inspired, because otherwise there's no room to actually have like the chat interact here, and I want to know what you guys think. So, does this go on top? It does go on top, above the maximum build height. So, if I press shift, can I make this like absolutely enormous? And then spin it round. Okay, so then that's going to kind of be like overlooking the harbor where the Persians are going to arrive, more or less, is kind of what I'm going for here. Maybe it wants to be one smaller, like this. That's going to look cool, actually. Yeah, so like the Spartans, there's going to be a little like Spartan village and all that kind of stuff up on top here. Yes, I've had an idea. Oh my god. Okay, listen to my idea and let me know what you think. Does this work? I don't know. Wait, hold on. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we put all of the Persians on this side here. Now, it's going to be like one big choke point map, right? So the idea is like all the enemy spawns this side and then they come all the way around here. They got to fight through the various choke points, fight through this area here. And then when they get to here... Oh, this could be... Yeah, okay, so okay, so what we'll do is we'll literally make this entire top area like a Spartan-esque village, basically. And so they've got to fight their way up here. I guess, yeah, so for example, so if we were to then place this here and then we like smooth that out a bit, you can kind of see what I mean like this. If we like step it out like this, then you can see once they fight past the hot gates, they then get access to like you know, attacking the city more or less. So we'll just remove that bit there, and hopefully that's going to allow us to smooth that out a little bit more. And then that's a little bit like a passageway entrance up to the city. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Yes or no? Just type in chat yes or no. Good idea or not a good idea? Let me know. Like, there's probably some history buffs right now that are like absolutely like screaming with fury because we're not sticking to being 100% historically accurate. Yes, yes. Okay, we got most people are on board. Oh my god, hold on. Wait, there's not a single no. I don't believe it. Oh, there was one no. Shame, shame, shame on you. There's always one. There's always one. But yeah, so I'm just thinking, like, so how do you guys think? So like, maybe there's like two ways up, like, because like obviously we don't want it the only way for them, because we kind of want to make sure they fight round here because it's going to be interesting, right? That's going to be a cool fight. But we kind of want to have the secret passage as well, though, still, don't we? Because that's just interesting. I don't know. But yeah. The problem is with the pathfinding, it's just going to pick the quickest path, right? It's going to pick the quickest path and just go straight there. Make a futuristic mean. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so first things first, let's just like, it always looks tacky to begin with, but there's only one way to do this, right? You just got to just slap down a bunch of buildings and then kind of like see, and then you can kind of move them around once you've got them there. Is effectively like, well, what I've found anyway to be the easiest way of doing it. Again, it's just going to look a little bit weird to begin with. Bear with me. Again, some of the buildings spawn at different sizes. I don't know why that is. So we'll kind of get like I don't know, like one there. Maybe we make this, this area back here can maybe be like a more of like an imperial palace bit, if that makes any sense. So like, let's see, what's the biggest building they've got here? Is it this one here? Yeah, so maybe like this can be like the imperial palace at the back here, which can be like really well defended, basically. We'll make that like really well defended right at the back there. And then there'll just be like a bunch of chumps around here. So let's get ourselves over to 4. We're probably going to want to just remove some. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. This tool here. Probably just remove some of this grass on like the village just to begin with. Just where the village is going to be. And we'll put it down later once we have more of an idea of where we want it to go. But the minute, it's just going to make things look a little bit cluttered and messy. Allows us to kind of landscape this village area a little bit nicer, I would say. Where the king lives. What? Make Paris catacombs. Mate, that sounds like an incredibly difficult build. Gettysburg is a good suggestion. Make a pit. Yes! Whose suggestion was that? Joseph. Okay, you know 300. You know the pit where he goes, "This is Spartan," just boots the guy down the pit. That is exactly what we're about to do here. What an unbelievable suggestion that was. Can we just literally just go like... Okay, hold on. We want to make it kind of like central to the front of the palace. So like you can walk out the front of the palace and just yeet somebody to their death, basically. And that, like, let's like thicken it out here. It wants to be like an absolute like pit of despair. Basically, I don't want to see any of the edges at the bottom. I kind of want it to just literally just look like a horrifying pit. Yeah, okay, boys. This is now we're talking. Now we're talking. I wonder what we can. Okay, let's go with that for the time being. Again. So what we probably want to do then is if I come to this. Sorry, wrong tool. If I come to this tool here. Oh, wrong one. I probably want to like left click around this, right? Something like this. Again, what we'll do is we'll maybe like oh, I don't know actually. I don't know. So what we could do is if we get this is like the building. So if we make that a little bit bigger actually, like this, then this can be like a courtyard entranceway to all of these little like buildings. I'm not sure. Yes, okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have, like, this massive thing over here. This is going to be, like, big over here. This will be the shrine over here. We'll get that up on a little bit more of a hill. And then... round here, we're going to have, like, a courtyard of buildings. And we're going to wall all the way around the outside, right? So what's going to happen... and then we'll make, like, a little bit of a garden down the back round here as well, I think would be a good way to go. And then, basically, what we'll do is you'll kind of see what we've got planned here then. If I press R and I make this smaller and I put it to full speed... oh, I actually probably need to make it as small as I can. If I left-click with this, we'll use this tool to create our paths. This will literally be like the pathway into the city. And again, it'll be walled off either side. So they have to fight their way around the entire kind of like landscape. And only then can they get in here. I think that's nice. King of Mozambique, welcome back. Maybe test if it works good. What, you want me to like see if it actually... that's... you know, I can't criticize that. It's a good suggestion. Let's see if the map, like what we've done so far, actually works. Again, I probably want to change my FOV. That's like a cinematic FOV that I use, basically. So let's go for Spartan. Now, you'll see how many factions I've got now. You guys probably won't have even seen this before, but look, I'll just show you how many factions I've got. I've got a lot of factions. I've got a horrific amount of factions. Maybe that's why I'm suffering so many crashes. I was speaking to the Tabs devs, and they were saying it's either because of the amount of content I've got or the factions that I've got. One or the other that's causing the crashes. Possibly, probably more likely the mods, but I deleted them, so who knows. Right, let's go for, why am I typing in Tabs? Spartan. Now, there was a new Spartan faction. It was made for the Tabs map creator. I think, I seem to remember. Plastic Scot, oh, hold on a second. Yeah, maybe the maps have lost their names. Yeah, okay, a lot of the maps, maybe, have they lost their names? I don't know. There's not, like, I had this Spartan faction. That's a Scot tournament. Like, normally if I typed in Plastic Scot, or, like, just Scot, it would come up with, like, a million factions, because of all the faction tournament factions. I'm looking for just the Greek one, basically. Yeah, okay, so a bunch of my factions are hiding at the moment. I'm not sure what's up with that. But that's fine. What I can do is I probably got some other factions for that anyway. So let's just try... let's just see. And again, I need to clear these out because so many of these factions are absolute garbo. Like, some of them... let's just use my original faction, actually. The one that... oh, even my faction's gone. 300. What? Persia. Okay, sure. Let's just go with that for the time being. And then let's just pick the first Spartan faction we find. And then we just run with that, I reckon, basically, is what we're going to go for here. Also, 400 viewers. Good God. Guys, almost 200 likes. If you have not liked the live stream, please consider doing so for no reason other than, I don't know, please, I guess. Right, let's have a quick look in here. One of these Spartan factions is passable. Yeah, let's go with this one. No, let's go with this one. Why not? Let's go with that one. And we got a Persian faction. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, does it? We just need to kind of test things out, see if it works properly. So they have got a defense hoplite. Good. We've got a defense hoplite there. Let's just stick one there, stick one there, and stick one there. Maybe we stick one there as well. Remember, we're literally just like the important factor here is we're not actually trying to have a battle. We're just trying to see if this map works as expected, more or less. So we'll stick down a bunch of Persians down here, and we'll just see if they make it round, shall we? Okay. It's the moment of truth. Again, don't think for a second that this map is by any stretch of the imagination finalized. I want to make very clear, it's not. Also, good God, 50 people just liked the live stream after that. Mate, that was fair play, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's on Xbox. Also, like, the lighting on this map looks pretty good. Yeah, once we get that statue tucked in at the side, that statue in the back is going to look nice, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we can get a pretty cinematic map out of this. We absolutely can. I've got like a permanent little smug on my face. I think we can get something that looks good. Maybe we won't finish it in this live stream, but I will finish it in a video. That's for sure. Okay, so Russian Bites, one of my dear moderators and admins in my Discord, which if you guys are not in my Discord, there's a link down below. He said that, hold on, map creator update was published earlier today and it's heading your way. It usually takes some time. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's okay. Well, that's a thing that just happened. Well, okay then. So so they don't seem to appreciate that results in death. That's fine. I suppose that, oh, Jesus Christ, that guy just got absolutely yeeted. Right, let's see. Okay, so far so good though. I mean, other than them all just deciding to yeet themselves off the edge, which personally I thought there was some significant entertainment value in that. Yeah, actually, this map is going to be cool. It doesn't look particularly good when you're literally like when you're like inside the map. Like, oh sorry, when you're like up at the top. But now that we're here, like it's gonna look pretty good, man. And again, this is literally like the very, very, very basic early stages of the map. You know what I'm like. If you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, then you'll know for that. Oh, hold on a second. Let's just watch this guy get slaughtered. Bro, he's putting up a good fight. How is he not dead yet? Oh my God, this guy is an absolute savage. Did he die? I don't believe it. Hold on a second. The Persians are literally killing themselves trying to get to the Spartan soldier. I guess that, you know, that's proof that he was in fact the Spartan, boys. Hello, Scott. Tuned in to say hello since I'm playing Hoi 4 with Carl, Golden Falcon. Also, congrats on having 400 people watching this stream. It's like 200. Yeah, honestly, like, I think I'm just gonna be, I don't know if I can be bothered with Twitch streaming. Okay, so this bit here, it sort of doesn't work because they can get up there, but we don't want them to even try. We want them to come up this passageway, so that is going to need to be more steep. And again, obviously, don't worry, I do know that we need to smooth all of the terrain out as well. You need to make more unit tutorials. Yeah, the thing is, I will make some more unit tutorials at some point, but I feel like in light of the map creator update, I think it would just be crazy to do that. Also, up to 300 likes. Another 50 of you liked that straight off the back of that. So thank you very much for that. Good God, I appreciate that. Blue team are goners. I don't know, mate, to be honest with you. I don't know. Look at this. Look at it. Fake news. Literally, he just got done. The Persian got done by a flag bearer. He got absolutely done by a flag bearer. Okay, so that is good. We at least know that that works. Again, we come up to the top right, and then that will bring us back into our map. Now, I just want to go into the map settings, and in fact, actually, before we do anything, round here, let's save it because yeah, let's just save it. Let's just save it as progress 1. Let's just say stream progress 1. And let's just do that as a thumbnail. It's not like anything I'm gonna upload or anything like that. It's just in case I do get a crash. Because look at this. You know when you press save, If it crashes now, I might have to put my fist through my monitor and or find and assault somebody in real life. Okay, good. We're good. Okay, so what I was going to do, yes, map settings. Again, blocking the way here. But I just want to look at what this, yeah, let's just see what this looks like on each of the different settings. So this is Dynasty. Honestly, Dynasty looks pretty nice. Dare I say, I think that might be better. Stream chat. Which is better? Which is better? Dynasty or Renaissance? Dynasty feels a little bit weird, but decent. It's very cool. First, it's Hannibal Barca first. What is that? At a volcano. No. Okay, so most people think no. Okay, what about medieval? Nah, medieval doesn't really fit the theme right. Pirate definitely doesn't. That's quite cool, though. Tribal. Nah, it looks too, like, Grand Canyon-y. And again, that's not gonna... Okay, so it's between Renaissance and Dynasty. But I think I would agree... I'm actually really cut between this, you know? I'm really cut between us. Okay, right, stream chat. What I want you to do is I want you to spam just literally just either Dynasty or Renaissance. The one that I see, just Dynasty or Renaissance. Dynasty or Renaissance. The one that I see more of, we'll go with. The one I see more of, we'll go with. Okay, let's see. We got... So far, it's looking like an even split. Oh, mate. This is way too even split. Okay... I think I'm seeing more Renaissance. Mate, it's so evenly split. It's so evenly split. Choices. Okay. I think we go with... Let's go with this for now. Let's go with this for now, because we can always change it back if we need to. Do we want it to be raining? I don't know, but we do want it to be windy. It's going to want to be windy. Sure, why not? It's going to want to be windy. I think we try this just for now. Again, this like walkway bit down here looks a little bit AIDS at the moment, but we can always tidy that up here. I am just going to tidy that up straight away because I hate the way that looks right now. Ooh, that path actually. I don't know. So we'll go with this for the time being, and then we'll hold another vote right at the end. Once we're done with the map, we'll hold a vote at the end, and then we'll like make another decision. Again, you want to make sure it never paints your cliffs a different color, because if your cliffs are a different color, it's just going to look absolutely horrible. So let's make sure our cliffs are not looking horrible. Oops. You also don't want to overpaint. Decisions. It's ugly now. Yeah, I think you know, I'm gonna go back to Renaissance. Actually, I am gonna go back to Renaissance. Well, that was a complete waste of time. That was a complete waste of everyone's time. Excellent stuff. So, first thing we need to do here. We're gonna come over to the Sculpt tool, and what I'm gonna do is we're going to select a height. We're gonna select a height, and then we're going to go to R. And then we're going to make this, like, really coarse, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to... Is that going to be, like, an impassable wall? Basically, we want to make this, like, as if it's a cliff, okay? So that the wobblers don't even try to get up here. Because as it currently stands, the wobblers were trying to get up there. And then it basically just, like, makes the rest of, like, the area redundant if the wobblers are trying to get up that bit there. So let's just get that bit squared away first, and then we'll... I don't know what, like, this extra layer here is, to be honest. Like, there's, like, an extra layer here. I'm just not really sure what I'm doing with it. I guess it could be good to have, like, units on the wall or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. That could be interesting. Make a fortress. We are about to make a fortress. So what we're doing is we're literally just, like, shoring up this area here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to... Yeah, I guess that can stay as a way up, right? That can stay as a little way down or up or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, let's bring this all the way around here. So this bit doesn't need to be... Yeah, so this bit doesn't really need to be like an extra layer, does it? So let's just bring that round like that for the time being and make that like a proper kind of like a proper... Yeah, look at that. That looks a little bit more significant now, doesn't it? And again, we just got to make sure we bring this round and make sure we make the rest of that all impassable as well. Yeah, so back in the day, creating like when I remember like way back in the day, I created like some unit tutorial live streams when the unit creator came out at the first point, but it was really difficult to live stream because it took so long to make the units. But like I feel like with the like obviously this takes much longer. There's a lot more going on. I feel like it's more engaging, more interesting. Maybe that's just my own personal preference, but I don't know. That's what I would have gone with anyway. And then let's bring this down a little bit, lock that in again, and then we can kind of smooth that out there, maybe. Yeah, that's looking passable to me. Looking very passable to me. Now what we need to do is this whole area up on the top, right? Look, this whole area up on the top. We need to basically just smooth it all out. We need to just make this massive, and we need to make it super smooth and just smooth it all out, because at the minute it's absolutely horrifying. We need to be careful when we're doing it actually. It's just undoing all the work we just did. That's going to be annoying actually if that happens. That is going to be a real pain. But obviously if you're placing buildings on this area up here, it's just going to be messy if it's not all smoothed out. So we kind of just need to bite the bullet and do it, and then make the adjustments afterward. Trees! Excellent point. What a fantastic point. I haven't put down a single tree. Trees are quite important. I know it's like, I guess if we're making like this village on top, yeah, I was gonna say like, oh, but there wouldn't have been trees, but again, we're not going for 100% historically accurate with this. We're going for like inspired by like history with some more interesting elements on it as well, I guess would be one way of describing it. Let's smooth that out. Okay, are we working with a little bit more of a smooth surface here? Again, that's kind of, we'll make those like rounded edges at the bottom. We'll make those a bit more rough later on. But I feel like that's not like top priority right now. I feel like we've got a workable surface here now. We've got a workable surface here. Then we can actually start we can start sculpting a little bit. But yeah, let's put down a tree. Let's put down a couple of trees. Well, I don't know why I'm so excited about that, but the prospect of putting down a tree right now is quite exciting for me. A graveyard is also, we're gonna need a pretty sizable graveyard for the amount of people we're about to commit to the afterlife. What was I doing again? 4. So we're coming in and we're going to press. No. We're coming in here. We're pressing E. Which trees do we think? Are these trees? Again, we'll make this smaller just so we can test it to begin with. Are those trees? Is it those trees? Is it? It's not those trees. I don't think it'll be the medieval ones either. No. Let's see. What about these ones here? Is that quite like, which of these two trees? Say left or right. Stream chat, left or right? Is it the trees on the left or the trees on the right? Farmland trees. Okay, so you're thinking farmland forest. You're thinking farmland forest, or are you thinking ancient forest? Right, left. Man, honestly, you guys are so divided on everything. This is like so. Okay, it's looking like there's more left. It's looking like there's more left. Nah, as soon as I say that, there's like twice as many rights. This is not okay. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna compromise. What we'll do is we'll say that we'll put these trees inside the built up area, because those are kind of like, you know, nice aesthetic trees that they might have in like a compound. And then we'll use the farmer trees. We'll use these as kind of more like, let's go for like wild tree, like a wild tree kind of look, basically. I think would kind of make a little bit more sense here. What do we think? Does that seem like a good balance, a good compromise to you here? So again, like, we'll use these trees. We need to get rid of this to begin with. We'll use these trees all the way outside. And then when we get inside this compound, again, that's where the compound's going to start. When we get inside the compound, then we'll start using the bigger trees. Again, we'll raise this land as well. Where this like little temple thing is, but already you can see how just like a little bit of detailing like that takes a map from looking absolutely horrific and an eyesore to look at to looking slightly less bad. So we'll see. Add boats. Now there are some things that are missing from this. I have noticed there are quite a few things that are missing from this map creator. But first, let's just put down a couple more trees first. I don't know, they can't be too big, those ones, actually, because it's going to, like, overshadow our little area up there. So let's just make sure we just get, like, little trees here. Just make sure we get like wee ones, because otherwise it'll overshadow like our wall and our area. I mean, it kind of wants to be like a little bit kind of like secluded, I guess, but not like, look at that. That was just too much in it. Too much. And then this bit down here, I guess, can have some bigger trees maybe, because it's more of a, it's like just a bigger area. Oh, Jesus. Wow, those were big. Don't want that. Yeah, so then this will be like a nice little area for like you to shoot off of before the enemy actually makes any moves. I don't know. We're actually legitimately making some tangible progress here. This is impressive. This is incredibly impressive. Yeah, so the walls are going to be like a real faff to place down, aren't they? They're going to be like a real faff to place down. Maybe, I don't know actually. If we get quite good at like the I don't know, placing of them. All right, let's just put this back to the normal look, because it looks a bit nasty as that yellow, to be honest. Like that, and then we'll make the radius smaller, make sure that our cliffs are all still looking nice. Like that. Same with this. Look, it's easy for it to kind of creep over. It can happen without you noticing it, but it's like a rookie error, I think. Look at me talking like it's a well-established meta. The update's been out literally for a matter of hours. Okay, look at that. Okay, so there we go. We're actually, I think this is legitimately going to be a good map. I know I've said that a few times, but it's you know, at the early stages, it's always really hard to tell. Okay, let's elevate this up a little bit if we can, right? Let's elevate this up a little bit if we can. So let's lock that size. Like that. Okay, we want to make sure it's in a straight line though. So let's maybe like, how far out can I build it actually? Can I make it like overhang a little bit? That could maybe, in theory, be cool. If we make that like overhang here, like this. And then obviously we can smooth it all out on the bottom. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Like this. Is this gonna look like quite cliche, or is this gonna look good? It's the moment of truth, lads. It's looking a bit nasty is what it is looking. Why is that looking so, like, why is that looking, is it a little bit rough? Is it? No, it should be, why is that looking so, let's smooth it out then, shall we? That's not what I wanted to do at all, is it? It's like I don't know, but the terrain's just a little bit rough. Oh, Jesus, that, again, not what I was aiming for there. Oh, I know what we need to do. That's why, okay, because we're still, like, deep into it there. We need to do this. Press V from here. And then if we just shallow it down from there, it's not going to literally, like, yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. That's a little bit better. Okay, and then we can drag this back. And the thing is, if it's not flat, then the build is actually just going to be a bit wonky, isn't it? But flaming the temple. This is also a good idea. I approve of this idea. Okay, that's just like a little idea. So let's just like, before we do that, let's just put down a couple more kind of like buildings. Also, I just had a cheeky little idea. If we come over to like 4 and we go E again, is there any way to... Yeah, so this is kind of what I mean. Like, we'll have like, these maps can be back here. We'll make this like nice little garden area back here. And just kind of like, I don't know, just around this area in general, to be honest. We'll just put down nicer trees inside the compound to make it look like a kind of like a nice lived in, like, I don't know, not palace, but kind of like estate type area. You can, I don't know if you can kind of see what I'm going for. Make a ballista on a choke point and add some stairs. What we could do, right, if you guys want to get really bait with this. Okay, you ready for this? This is actually going to be pretty, this could be incredibly bait or incredibly funny. One of the two. Right, let's make this a little bit smaller, shall we? Like that. And then let's lock the height in there. Let's lock the height in there, and then let's start... it needs to go a little bit higher. Okay, a little bit higher. Lock the height in there. Okay, yeah. Let's lock the height in there. Nah, it needs to go a little bit deeper, actually. I swear it was just a little bit deeper. Okay, because what we're going to do here, boys, basically, is just... We're going to create, like, a cavern of ballistas. We're just going to make a bunch of ballistas in here. I suppose we could also make a couple of pockets down in here anyway. That just could be, like, a cool place to keep your reinforcements. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But I feel like this could be This could be interesting if we get... How deep does it have to go? If we're getting ballistas in there. I feel like it needs to be a little bit deeper than that. Maybe like this. I don't know. I can't really see in there, to be honest. So let's just lock that out and have a look inside, shall we? Maybe that'll be enough. I don't know. We'll see in a second. Okay, so let's go B tool. Let's come over to our tools. Let's put down a... Okay, perfect. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Okay, so what you can do here... I'm not sure if you guys watched my tutorial or not. If you haven't watched my tutorial, then I would strongly recommend you do watch my tutorial. Because what we're going to do is we're going to come to the utility tool. And we're just going to drag this bad boy out like that. And we'll do it... Yeah, let's go with that. Now, if we come back over to B, we come into tools and we go for a sequencer, you'll see it's going to fire every 0.5 seconds, right? But that's like... Yeah, so that's like if you highlight one sequencer for all of them, what that's actually going to do is that's going to it's going to go 0.5 for one, then another 0.5 for the next one, next one, and so on and so on. It's not really what we want to go for here, I don't think. We probably want to go for like let's maybe... Okay, first things first, let's make this small because we don't want it to be an absolute eyesore. And again, we actually can just hide these. We can just hide these somewhere on the map, because they're literally completely redundant. So maybe we put them next to the ballistas. Maybe we'll stick them behind the ballistas just as like a point. You know what? I'm just gonna go with one. And so I was gonna do like a bunch of them, but let's just go with one and let's stick it back there. Okay, so now if I come over here and I press R. And I link it up, and if I'm holding shift before I link it onto anything... Hold on, did I even press R there? Okay, yeah, sorry, there we go. Okay, before I press any of these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the... Yeah, we want them to kind of fire alternating, right? So I'm holding shift. Let's go 1, 2. We want it to kind of like almost look sporadic, even though it's not. Okay, so it'll fire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.5 seconds each, and it'll go like that over and over and over and over and over again, right? So I think then I just right click with that, and then again when we hover over those. Okay, so let's just quickly test that works. Let's just test that works, and like... Yeah, let's just test that works, and then we can create a little bunker for them and make them, like, really hidden. I mean, it's not going to be particularly hidden because, you know, it will be obvious when you see a pile of ballistas piling out of this little cave that, you know, something might be in there. But it's worth just testing this out just in case. Anyway, so let's get a couple of these guys down here, and then let's get a couple of Persians that are going to hopefully chase them down. Now, let's see if any of these Persians actually get got. Okay. It is working. It's working. Let's see if it actually gets any of these Persians. Oh, it is going to. There's no way this doesn't get any of the Persians. Oh my god! Okay, there we go. It got one. What? It got 2? Wow, okay. Maybe that's good that it only got 2 of them, to be fair, because if it got millions of them, then it would just be ridiculous, right? We would have to take it out of the map. So maybe it's a good thing that it only got 2 of them. Look at me trying to spin that clear failure into a positive. Yeah, I meant that, guys. That's what I wanted. I didn't want the ballistas that we spent 10 minutes making to actually hit anyone or anything like that. Right, let's get the sculpt tool back on, and let's try and create a little bit of a cavern for these guys, shall we? Let's make it super rough looking, and let's press V, and let's go with E, like this. This maybe? Yeah, like this. Let's go with this. And then, okay, I'm kind of inside the map a little bit. I'm just gonna. Okay, we've come a little bit too far with that, but that's fine. I can just kind of chop it back here. Like this. We don't want any grass on it, because remember, it does want to be a secret tunnel. A secret tunnel. There's a little reference for you, if any of you are fans of Avatar. Right, let's build up around it as well. A little bit, and just get these guys, like, really... Yeah, really just like locked away, basically. Just nice and locked away. I mean, it's still just a little bit too obvious, isn't it? It's just a little bit too obvious for my liking. It's like they're just, it's, you know, there's nothing subtle about it. It's basically what I'm trying to suggest. Is that maximum size? Is that as small as that goes? Pretty massive, mate. So let's build this out a little bit more. Like this. So it's like, I don't know, it's... And then we'll maybe like dig it away a little bit. I'm totally spitballing here at this point. Add bushes! Ah! Do the ballistas fire through bushes? Oh my god. Yes, that is a fantastic suggestion. Thank you for turning up to this live stream. I don't know what I would do without you. That is a fantastic suggestion. Why did I not think of that? Bro, why did I not think of putting bushes here? Also, is this gonna work? This will kind of... Yeah, okay, there we go. And then if we lock that height, because I think we can get that like this. Like, it doesn't want to be like this massive open cave, does it? It wants to just be like super subtle. Make a building on the outskirts of the city. What type? A wall, add some cannons. So I don't think the cannons actually work yet. That's the only problem. Or maybe because I've had this update for 2 weeks now. So I've had the pre-release version. In my version, the cannons weren't working. Like, I literally spoke to the devs. I was even speaking to Baron last night about it. He couldn't get them working either. Maybe he has got them working now. I don't know. But we couldn't get them working. So let's go into B. Let's go foliage. And let's get ourselves a couple of cheeky little bushes here. Let's just get a couple of... Remember, it's very, very important that these bushes are of the highest cheekiness. So let's just get them... Like, okay, so let's get that one. And like... I don't know, maybe that one wants to be on the side a bit more, maybe? And then this one wants to be more in. And then I was going to put a rock there, but, you know, obviously a rock might obscure the ballistas slightly. Kind of defeats the purpose of putting the ballistas there in the first place, some people might argue. Add tunnels. Yeah, I think we will just start adding tunnels, to be honest. To begin with, I was like, nah, let's keep this, like, super historically accurate, but I think, again, that's not going to look quite right, that one there, but I think, the most important thing here really is, let's just get, one of these and, let's just slap another one of those down, I reckon. It doesn't need to be 100% obscured. Just enough to kind of like... Yeah, it wants to be more subtle than that though, doesn't it? It was a little bit too obvious there. Let's get that down like that. Yeah. There we go. Let's see if that still works. Let's just see if it still works. Add a meteor strike. Add an apocalyptic meteor strike. Right, let's see. Where are they? Yeah, look, I actually struggled to even see them there that time. So there you go. That's how you know when it's working. Right, let's see if these slippery boys are going to get... Oops, wrong side. Let's see if these slippery boys are going to get got this time. I'm going to thicken them up a little bit here, because frankly, I was outrageous. No, it hits the bush. Oh, no. Okay, they do actually get sponged up by the bushes. That's really upsetting. I didn't... Oh, that's upsetting. Yo, it's a big head. Let's see how the big head does. Add tornadoes. Oh, the big head's dead. Let's just everyone just forget that they saw that. No, nobody saw anything. I guess is what I should go for here. A nuke. You want me to go with a nuke, do you? What historical relevance does that have? Right, let's get rid of the bushes. You told me. Oh, I thought the bushes were a good idea. Fair enough. I'll take the L on that one. Right, let's just quickly place down a couple more. Let's get like maybe like an altar at the end here. So let's maybe like make this like altar a little bit more subtle, like this. We'll get an altar at the end of this garden here. Maybe we'll make a little like little blessings thing next to it here. And again, don't forget, this is all going to be like walled off. There'll be walls all around this. There won't be trees in the way. Well, basically, what I'm trying to say to you is this isn't going to look this bad forever. Is effectively what I'm trying to convince you right now. Okay, let's get one there, maybe? Yeah, let's go with that. Then let's get another... What other buildings have we not used yet? I don't think we've used this one yet. No, we've not used this one yet. Let's spin this puppy around like that, maybe? And then again, we'll just pull the trees out of it because you really don't want things clipping because it's just gonna make you look like an amateur builder, which we are not. Sorry for being late. You have no. I noticed this in my comments on my videos, by the way. I noticed this quite a lot. Like a lot of you guys, like obviously there's the traditional shootout for first, which I always respect, but a lot of you guys like apologize for being late and stuff like that. I know this doesn't really need to be said, but guys, you really don't have to apologize for not watching the video literally seconds within me posting it. Does anything else need to be said on that matter? Can this go on top of one of these towers, actually? Or is that just going to look a little bit weird? Maybe if it goes, like, on top of here? Woo! Woo! That looks not totally horrific. I'm impressed with myself. What else have we got in here? What other architectural elements can we use from in here that kind of look? They obviously want to look. Ooh, some pillars, double pillars, some broken stuff. Like, yeah, so we'll get this stuff. Yeah, there's tons of broken pillars and stuff like that, which we can use. Oh, maybe we want to actually use these stairs. Maybe we want to, like, actually not be chumps and just actually use some legit stairs. Like, look at this. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. What is wrong with me? Yeah, we'll go with that. That makes a bit more sense than just a lump. Again, we'll make that look nice. We'll make it look slightly less bad. A prison. The thing is with the prison's kind of like a Viking theme though, right? The prison's quite like a Viking theme. It doesn't really look, where is it? It's over here. It doesn't look Greek, really. It's like, that's like, I think it's from a, yeah, there's nothing about that says Greek. It's like, almost like, it's from the Viking theme. Add a bridge. Where would the bridge go? Maybe we could add a bridge from here to here. I don't know if there's, I don't know if there's any use for that in any way, shape, or form, but a hoplite salute and a volcano. Where would the volcano go? Why would we? Why? Why would be my second question to that. You know what? I'm not gonna ask questions. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's just see what the volcano looks like. Let's just slap a volcano down right there. Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh, it's because we're at like the maximum build height. Okay, it's because we're at the maximum build height that it couldn't actually, like, it couldn't go all the way, I believe. I mean, we've not really got anywhere to stick the volcano, if I'm honest with you. Other than just, like, in the spawn of the Persians, which, I'll be honest, just... Actually, I don't know, that doesn't look awful. It doesn't look awful. Tents. Are there even tents in the map? Like, currently, this area here does look absolutely horrific. So, maybe we do want to kind of flatten it out and make some... Are there tents? Because the Persians, if we could get some, like, tents for the Persians, that would look cool. I will give you that. If there are some tent-like buildings. But also, I guess another thing we want to do here, really, is we want to just start getting some of these walls down, right? Oh, wow, that is a substantial wall. Yeah, so I reckon we just literally just start... Again, we'll like, turn these... We'll straighten these up and make these look less horrific and painful to look at. But for the time being, I think this kind of like, does the wall want to be a little bit smaller than that? To be honest, like, I think the wall wants to be a little bit smaller than that. It just looked a little bit too overbearing, considering it's not actually providing any real security. It's just purely like an aesthetic piece. I think it wants to be a little bit smaller. But then again, bigger walls means less work for me, so that is also a consideration. But yeah, we'll neaten these up later, guys. I know this looks absolutely disgusting to look at now. Notice, I have noticed, tent and bridge. A Persian catapult. I don't think you can put them. Also, you're saying tents, but I don't think there are tents. Add guard towers. Yes, that's a good one. We could definitely add guard towers. The thing is that I think is quite important for these though, is I think you kind of want to make sure that it all fits within the same aesthetic though. For example, I don't think you'd want to start putting down medieval elements because it's just going to start like, it's going to ruin the theme of it slightly if you start putting down medieval stuff. Would be my initial knee-jerk reaction to that comment there. Let's just slap another one down there maybe. Yeah, let's just carry this on for a bit, and then Again, this will like end round here. We'll neaten this up afterwards, but it's not like a top priority straight away because we can always just slap another one down. But it's just to get a little bit of definition on here. Imagine, I bet you there's a lot of people who would have just left that. Good as you. Job done. Job done. We got the walls done, boys. We got the walls done. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just left it there and just. What I should have done is I should have just like bigged it up like it was like really, really nice, and then seen if anyone had the balls to actually challenge me on it. How about the lighthouse as a guard tower? Yeah, now that's a good idea. That is a great idea, actually, because what we can do, again, what I'll do is I'll just quickly spit the rest of these down. What we can do with the lighthouse is we can actually, like, you make it smaller and, like, submerge it underground so it will look like a different building. That's the one thing that I think is quite key for these builds as well. If too many of your buildings just look the exact same, it's just going to look really boring and uninteresting. I have seen, to be fair, I looked at the map creator. We will go, I will review a bunch of your maps in, like, you know, in an hour or so. We'll go look at a bunch of maps on the workshop and have a look at what's what. There were some of them were really impressive, and then some of them were just like absolutely horrific and like just actual eyesores to look at. Like there was a couple of them where I just was like, I was like, I really hope that this person hasn't tried, because if they had tried and they had submitted that map, then frankly, there's just no hope for them. There's just absolutely no hope for them, because it was just that bad. To be brutally honest. And you know how a lot of people make comments like that and then they follow it up with like sorry. No. It was horrific. It was awful. I think I've actually got a couple of them downloaded, and I'm going to stand by those comments. Add a moat. A moat where? Onto this. Like, where would a moat go on this build? In your humble opinion. Okay, so there you go. You can kind of see the area we're going to go for here. First thing that we should do, I think, is... Well, actually, here's what we'll do. Is we'll stick one down there. And then we'll also... What we'll do is we'll make one smaller like this. And then I believe if we get that to like there, is that going to... Yeah, so these will be like really nice little kind of guard points around the... Yes, okay, this was an actual good suggestion. I can't remember who made this suggestion, but it was a good suggestion. It was a strong suggestion. It's a baby tower. That's exactly what it is. It's just a cheeky little Baba tower. Let's just get these all the way around this little fortification here. Like that. That's just going to make the walls look more interesting. Again, it's just we're just roughly placing things down at the moment, and we'll neaten things up at a later point. It's just literally conceptualizing stage, and then we'll do all the tedious work stuff later, I would imagine. In fact, I might do the super tedious stuff because this is going to be edited down into a video, by the way. I'm going to send this to Carly. I'm recording this and live streaming it. I'm going for the meta play. It's almost like I'm beginning to understand how to be a real YouTuber. Sir Plastic Scott, please add a cave that leads into town. Like a back door. There should be a second entrance in, shouldn't there? Because it's always important to have like more dynamic maps. If it's just one way in, I don't know, because I guess the point of this map really is that it's a choke point. So it's kind of like it's almost like a tower defense where they got to work their way around. Thing is, if you create a second way in, they'll just go right in that direction. They'll just go right in, and then there'll be nothing you can like do to stop them, basically. Because the thing is, the wobblers will take the path of least resistance, which is the problem. This is actually beginning to look like a decent map. Isn't it fascinating? From where we started, it looks not awful. Scott, make bones and walls in the tower. What do you mean? Make a bridge across a lake. We could make a little bridge, actually. We could make a cheeky little Baba bridge. In like our... Maybe make a little garden back here. And we can make a cheeky little Baba bridge. Or, what we could do... Oh. Now, this could be an idea. So let's just copy this bad boy here. So we'll stick him there. Okay, this could be an idea. This could be an idea. Again, we're just spitballing ideas. Okay, this is not anything final by any stretch of the imagination. Let's bring that over there. Let's delete a couple of sections of those wall. Now, if we go in, because a lot of people are wanting bridges. Bridges seem quite popular in this live stream for some reason. The people want to see bridges. What can I say? So, which of these bridges is looking most... which one looks most... Greek. Like, I mean, that's dynasty. That's kind of like medieval. That's pirate. I guess it's got to be this one, right? It's just got to be this one. So let's spin it around, see. And again, we'll make this a little bit smaller. And then we'll see how this works. I'm going to lock the height in there. And then I guess we can just make the terrain... it's just a shame, because that like bit under there, like, it's just like, you know, what's that standing on? Because it kind of like forces you to have some terrain under that for that to make sense. I suppose I could technically build that terrain along. But if there's something else in here which is going to allow us to bridge that gap more creatively, again, remember, the majority of this basically is just how creatively can you use the features you have available to kind of figure out how to create these various little bits and bobs, right? So let's have a quick look. Yeah, using like logs, you could quite literally... Tunnel, please. Okay, so the people have had the bridge. The people got the bridge. They got what they wanted. Now they want the tunnel. They'll never be happy. Oh, look at this. We can make... we can make our garden look delicious with those little trees and stuff. Let's look at landscape, shall we? In landscape, I haven't really ever found anything in here that's been useful for me yet. If I'm perfectly honest with you. Landscape's been one of the most redundant ones. Now, here's what I'm thinking, right? Talking about using things creatively. If we spin this... Oops, what am I pressing? Wrong button. Oops, wrong button again. If I spin round this... So yeah, in fact, you're going to see what I'm going to suggest in a second. If I spin this... This is literally a wooden plank. This is just a wooden plank, right? If I spin it round and I lock the height... I think we can... So I'm not going to get rid of this one yet. I'm just going to move it over there. Let's have a quick look at this. Oh, it's not sure what it wants to do. Yeah, so you can kind of see what I'm going for here. It's just not really working. Would be the simplest description I can give to you here. Maybe it needs to be a bit bigger so it can bridge the gap a little bit better. I mean, it wants to be that height. It just wants to bridge this gap. Why won't you bridge this gap? Do as I tell you, or you will be summarily executed by firing squad. There is, listen. Right, okay, maybe that one's not gonna work. You can see, I thought I'd done a thing there, you know. I got pretty cocky and confident there because I thought I'd done a thing. Unfortunately, a thing had not been done. I mean, you can see in here at least there's like some various little bits and bobs, which I'm sure you will all be asking for soon. Let's try it with just a giant wooden plank. Let's try it with just a giant wooden plank then. Let's just make this a big boy wooden plank. This might... If I make it big enough, right? Just why won't you just play ball, bro? It's because it needs to, like, the center of it. Like, look at that. I would love to be able to place it like that. Like, you saw that there, right? Look at where this, like, red area is. This would be delicious if we could do this. Also, 450 people watching the live stream. Excellent stuff, soldiers. Just a quick reminder to anybody who's watching the live stream. Stopping watching a live stream is a crime punishable by death. Just throwing that out there. Do what you will with that information. I just wanted to make sure that was, known to everybody who is consuming this content at this certain moment in time. Right, I don't think those are going to work. Unless you guys add a pillar for support. Oh, I suppose what I could do if we wanted to get really... Yeah, I suppose, if we put a pole there, right? If we put a pole there. Woo! Okay. Okay, it's something. It's a bit of progress. It's not all the way there, but it's certainly something. The things I'm doing to make this stupid bridge when they could just walk around that way there. No, but you're right. I do think this looks cool. Pillars. Pillars, like, it does the same thing in theory. Like, the pole does the same thing in theory. Like, the pillars are going to be too thick, right? They're going to be way too thick. Where even are the pillars? The pillars are going to be way too thick and just, like, obvious. You mean, like, these pillars? Yeah, they're just going to be way too thick. Maybe. Maybe, because it is a Greek-style pillar. It is a Greek-style pillar. Maybe, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. And if it's wrong, I will chastise and humiliate you. Right, let's move that horrible little... Yeah, because that pole's gonna hold up this bridge. Genius strategy! Put a ballista in the lighthouse. I'll be interested to see how that one works. Yeah, okay, let's just pick this bad boy up and spin him around, okay? That's the first thing we're gonna do. We're just gonna plonk him down there, okay? So is that about level? Yeah, it's about level. Now, does it move over nicely? Yeah, let's bring him right over to the edge. And then let's go get my wood plank. Now, please go on to the thing. I don't even know where I'm aiming anymore. Okay, so... why will this one not work? I mean, like, look at that. That would just be so perfect, right? Let me know if you see it flash green at any point. That would have been so good. That is literally exactly what we need. Ah! 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 Hold on a second. Oh my god! A thing just happened. Okay. What I want to do before we do that then is I want to make sure this is facing the right direction, okay? I want to make sure it's all facing the same direction so it doesn't look horrific, okay? I don't believe it. We just actually we've achieved a thing in this live stream. Do you guys understand how infrequently I achieve things in like live streams or you know, just generally speaking? Like we've done a thing. The pillar, I chastised you for the pillar. Yet here we are with a thing having been achieved. Okay, so does this all move down? We achieved something. Panda blocks. Yes, we did. It's not perfect quite yet, but if I rotate it, because I think it's longer on the other side. If I rotate it like that, can I then press V and get this like into the ground a little bit? Like... okay, it's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Okay. You know what? I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Maybe we move it over here a bit more. Like that. Yeah, okay. I think that's fine. And then what I can do is I can build up the terrain around it a little bit. Let's just get rid of this absolute mess of things that we have down here. Okay, so what we probably want to do then, in that case, is we probably want to make it so that they can't actually get round there. Because otherwise it kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, everything that we've just spent all that time doing. I can still see people saying tunnel. Your tunnel suggestions have not been forgotten. Don't worry. We'll get round to it. We're just doing one thing at a time. Okay, so... yeah, so this is going to be blocked off. Okay, it's going to be blocked off. So there's only one way to get to that tower. And it is through going over that bridge. We can make this a little bit bigger, to be honest, because it's a little bit chody moment. I can't believe we've actually legitimately done a thing. Frankly, I'm amazed. This sort of thing just doesn't normally happen. No, I was fully expecting to just spend the rest of the live stream trying to get that bridge working. And you know what? I would have happily done it as well. I'd have happily done it and made you all watch. I'd have made you all watch it as well. Okay, so... yeah, so maybe we... yeah, so how do we, like, make sure that this area here... yeah, so I guess if that's what we're doing, then it kind of wants to... like, it be its own thing, right? So, if this makes any sense. Maybe, like, basically what I'm suggesting is that if you want them to come to the tower, great, they can come to the tower, but they shouldn't be able to walk all the way along here, because then it's just going to be messy and annoying for people to deal with, right? You kind of want to just keep things, like, you know, interesting, but as simple as you can, I would say would be a good way to do things. Now, okay, so you guys are saying tunnel. Also, yeah, it's November, I know. Terrifying, right? You guys are saying tunnel, but give me a little bit more to work with than that. What do you know, where should the tunnel be from and to? Like, you know, what are we doing with this tunnel? What's the functionality of the tunnel? Build a garrison. What, for the tunnel or just in general? I can't believe that actually worked after all that time. Right, let's get that terrain just built up there a little bit like that. Yeah, there you go. And then you can see if we smooth that out, my hope is that it will... Yeah, so like it kind of like builds up to the bridge a bit rather than kind of like just being rough at the end. Okay, let's get a little bit more material there. Smooth it out again. Then it kind of just like, yeah, that's better. Better. I'm saying better as I'm ruining it again. I don't know why. Yeah, let's just I don't know. I want to make sure that wall's not falling down there though. Oh, excuse me. You see how that wall's just falling down? Looks a little bit cringe right now. Yeah, let's just deal with that first. And then we can go from there. Okay, that looks good enough to me. Okay, the wall's not falling down. The bridge is successfully in operation. Now, I think we come over here and we burn the trees there. No! Okay, fine. Thank God there's a Z. Thank God there's like an undo tool. That would have been an absolute travesty if we weren't able to. Okay, maybe the tunnel can go from the bridge under the walled town, and when you get there's like a golden chest. So what? Do you kind of mean like there's like a tunnel from here? Wait, so sorry. Tunnel can go from the bridge under the walled town. So what? Do you mean like the bridge, the tunnel like starts from like let's just make this as small as it can go. Do you mean like the tunnel starts from like here? And like goes under like there? Like, and then all the way around? The problem is, one thing you got to keep in mind is how, you know, how easily are the wobblers going to be able to get to there? Tunnel to the temple. Yeah, maybe the only way to get to the tunnel should be the temple. Maybe that would... Oh my god, Scot Gotens. What are all those infinity signs there? Thanks, I guess. Scott, make the tunnel from the temple to the bottom of the bridge. Yeah, so what we're suggesting is the only way to get to the temple is through the tunnel, right? Is that kind of what we're suggesting? I just wonder how, like, you know, if it's too complicated, then the wobblers will just never be able to get there. That's my only concern. Because if it's too complicated, and you know, like, you know when you get the pictures of the wobblers just, like, running into the wall, basically. That's kind of what we're hoping to avoid, more or less. But I'm willing to heed your warning. Not heed your warning. I'm willing to give it a try, at the very least. So let's build this up, and then we'll get rid of the stairs next to it. Let's make sure it's not overlapping, at least. He says whilst making it overlap again. Let's delete that there, and then we can smooth that out here a little bit, I would imagine. Oops, wrong way. Just on that side there. So what we're kind of suggesting is the tunnel will kind of come out here. The tunnel will kind of come out here. Is that kind of what we're suggesting? I love how everyone just wants tunnels and bridges. People, we're simple people, aren't we? We're simple people. Tunnels and bridges. Okay, so we'll go with that as like a little strategy. My only concern is if the wobblers are going to go all the way around the map, then up into the village. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to block off this area here, okay? Because I just think this area here could just be an extra confusion for the wobblers that I just don't think they need. So we're going to block off that area like that. We'll smooth it out a little bit. Just because, basically, if the wobblers could walk down this path, then I think they're just going to get confused. And it's just going to result in just, like, bad gameplay, basically. So we're just going to block that off there. So what I'm suggesting is, like, if the wobblers... well, they can still get there. Yeah, but at least they can't walk directly there. They kind of have to walk round... like, down this way to get there. So they kind of got to go up first and then down and round, I guess. Yeah, so maybe this is where we make the tunnel entrance. Maybe we make the tunnel entrance down round here. What do you guys reckon? We make the tunnel entrance down round here, and then it goes like down round under here. like this sort of thing, and under the map, and then up and round to there, so that they then, because basically my concern is if they come all the way around here, they then got to go through all the way through the city, over the bridge, and then down around there and all the way around. It just feels like too far to them to go, and they probably won't figure it out. So I feel like this way they can come up here and into the city, or they can come up here, down to the right, and down to the temple. I feel like that combination. A waterfall. I don't think you can do waterfalls. I don't think that's actually something you can place yet. I'm not 100% sure. Also, guys, just to let you know, I've got another tabs video coming out tomorrow where I'm going to show you my D-Day map, and I'm also going to be live streaming tomorrow again. So make sure you are subscribed. Also, if you have not checked out my tabs tournament playlist, go check it out. And also, another thing I should say is I'm going to be hosting a map creator tournament, right? So basically, if you want to create a map, I'm going to be recording it tomorrow. So you've literally got 24 hours, if that. No, in fact, let's say 12 hours. If you've got a map, put Plastic Scot in the name, and I'll be reviewing and rating a bunch of your maps, recording that tomorrow, and that'll be, you know, edited for some time later in the week. I don't know. So there you go. Just put Plastic Scot in the name just so I can search for it and find it. Right, let's get a little bit more definition on this town. We've kind of been like dilly-dallying around. I just want to make sure we get all the buildings in the town completely done and dusted. Okay, let's just get them squared away, and then we can move on from there once we've got that. So let's just get that a little bit like, oh, wrong way, a little bit. Let's kind of like, I suppose we could double that up as one building, right? I mean, we can just pretend that's just one building. If we just like, if I just like force that in back there. Yeah, there you go. I've just made a new building. There you go, boys. Oops. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Add spikes on the road. Or I leave. You're demanding I put spikes on the road, or you leave. Oh, I think you're gonna have to leave then. I think you're gonna have to leave then. Why would I put spikes on the road? That's a dreadful idea. Like, the wobblers just won't be able to get there. And also, are there even spikes? I'm not entirely sure if there even are spikes. Let's go like landscape. I don't think there even are spikes. Maybe props? There's like, maybe like barbed wire. I don't think there are even spikes. Oh, gondola. Okay, oh, okay, boat. So. I'm just wondering if we could do something interesting here. Of course, like if we can somehow make some sort of like, update is not out on Xbox yet, but I believe somebody was just saying earlier on it will be soon. So be patient with them, and hopefully it will be like literally when they say soon, I think they mean like really soon. Let's see if we can like make some sort of like a hybrid boat here. I don't think that's worked at all. Well, yeah, that's just this is really not working, is it? This is really not worked. Nothing about what I've tried here has worked. Let's make it up here, I guess. Making it on a slope doesn't really make much sense. Making it, you know, in general doesn't really make much sense. I'm just trying to see if we can get like a Persian themed boat, basically. Is what I'm trying to figure out. Like if we could somehow like I'll be honest, I think the answer to that question is just no. I think it's just no, and I think we probably shouldn't spend much time trying to figure that out, because it's just not gonna happen, is it? Chicken man statue. Where do you know what? I'll make one for you, but it's gonna be really small. It's gonna be incredibly small. Where even is it? Is there a chicken man statue? Okay, it's gonna be, oh Jesus, it's large. It's large. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the chicken statue for you, but I'm going to stick it in down here. So when this map goes live, I guess you can always say I was the guy who got this stupid little chicken next to this tree. Next to this tree. This little chicken. In fact, let's put it next to this tree here, an even more obscure location. Oh no, let's put him inside the middle of the tree. There you go. There you go. Okay, there you go. You got your chicken statue. You got your sticking statue. I hope you're happy with yourself. I hope you're happy. Make an abandoned town. I don't feel like we've got enough space on this map to make an abandoned town. What we need to do is we need to kind of yeah, okay, here's what we do need to do actually. We've been putting this off for a while. There is something pretty significant that we should really have done earlier on that we just, you know, haven't. We should really have, you know, started actually like, this should be the ramp here. Like, this should be coming down here, okay? This should be coming down the whole way. Like this. And then we'll lock that height and just delete a bunch of material from here. Because this was just way too highly elevated, basically. Because we want to make this kind of like a beach landing for the Persians, right? Or whatever attacking faction you guys are going to use. We want this to kind of be a beach landing. Again, don't worry, we'll carve out this top area here. And then we'll smooth out that land there. It was just way too steep. Like, the gradient wants to start before it was on the beach, really. We want to, like, see if we can actually turn that into a beach. Like, if we can actually get this so low that it actually genuinely can be a beach, that would be ideal. Well, that's literally what we're hoping for here, isn't it? Like this, for example. Yeah, I feel like we've actually got a shot of making that work. Yeah, so it wants to be like water level, more or less, is what I'm trying to suggest. So that we can get like a couple of like boats on the side here. Oops, that went a little bit too far there. So we can get a couple of boats on the side and really make it look like the Persians have just landed. Well, from Persia, I would guess. And it means we can also get a little bit of like buildings. Maybe if we dig into the cliffside a little bit, we can get a couple of like Persian buildings back here as well, like almost like a base camp for them to kind of like operate out of. I'm not entirely sure. Something like that I think could look quite interesting, but we shall see. So yeah, there you go. That looks like it's going to be more interesting just straight off the bat, I would argue. And again, let's just smooth out the terrain so it doesn't look so absolutely horrific and eyesore. Well, and so much like an eyesore. There we go. So then it's like a ramp up. It's like a slow, gradual climb up the hill rather than just like all on the beach, basically, which is how it was. And again, there's a bit more work needing done here, but we can smooth that out as we go. Because it doesn't want to be like falling into the water, basically. I would suggest, there we go, this looks promising. I honestly think like this map has got potential. I know I've said that, you know, from the very start, even when it looked absolutely disgusting and was an absolute eyesore to look at, but I believe. Okay, what we probably want to do is we probably want to get a consistent height down here. So if we can get like a consistent height, then we can actually build a little bit of a base camp here for the Persians. We can like dig it into the hill a little bit like this, and then we can actually put some stuff down here. Yes, there we go. Okay, this is gonna look sick, bro. This is gonna look sick. This map creator, like, what do you guys think? I'm reading chat now. Like, what do you guys think? Like, I want out of 10, a score out of 10. I want just the number though, just the number out of 10. Hey Scott, how do I use a smoothing tool? So you use the smoothing tool by literally just holding the middle mouse button. So literally, you see here, you see this I'm looking at here, middle mouse button. You see it smoothens it all out. 10 out of 11 out of 10. We got 9 out of 10. We got an 8. We got a 2 out of 10. We got a lot. Here's the thing that I think a lot of like game developers don't understand, which I think Tabs clearly does, or sorry, Landfall clearly does understand, is like the thing that will keep a game like this alive forever, again, some strong ratings, is like if you create a unit creator and a map creator, then, you know, if you've only got base campaigns, right? If you've only got campaigns, then they're going to get boring quickly. Once you played the campaigns with the same units, they're going to get really, really boring really quickly. If you have a sandbox game mode and you add a unit creator, now you can create your own factions. You can see what I've done with my Tabs tournaments. I've put like 64 original factions that you guys made, by the way. That wouldn't have been possible with just a standard game. Now that there's a map creator as well, not only can you make your own factions, but you can create the maps for them, which basically, as a YouTuber, means endless content. Just endless, never-ending stream of content that is just going to be so farmable. But it's just going to be... I'm going to farm this update so much. It's actually going to be... It's going to be horrific. Oh, I smoothed it a little bit too much there, and it decided it was going to delete itself. Okay, oops. That's, again, a little bit too much. We want it to be just enough, but not too much. There we go. And then what we can do is we can, nope, wrong tool. We can come over here and we can, let's get ourselves this rock. Let's make it super coarse, but let's make it a little bit smaller. And then we're gonna do actually, one thing to do, if you don't want to delete too much at the same time, if you press R this thing here, it's like, it's not immediately obvious, but this is flow, okay? So this determines how quickly it's actually placed down, okay? So, for example, if I have it on full flow, you'll see it will immediately place the entire block. If I come back in here and put it right down to the bottom, you see when I press it, it's gonna, well, it's not gonna do anything, and it's only when I slowly, there you go, it slowly builds it up. And so, in essence, what that means is when you go really, really rough and a low flow rate, you can use this really, really well to help kind of texture the walls and just give it a little bit more detail. Again, I think going for something like it's a little bit more of a sharp angle tends to actually work better. Like, for example, this here, because it allows you to just get like a little bit more of like a carve into the wall. Carves itself just, oh, I'm pressing the wrong tool. It just carves itself a little bit nicer. Like this, because we want to have a little bit of an overhang, but it doesn't want to be like look artificial. There's a real balance here, to be honest, like trying to get things looking like there's a balance between getting the map looking good and like making it look man-made. If it looks too artificial and there's all these smooth surfaces, it just looks weird. Like your eyes just immediately know something's up with it. Make an underground base. So this is kind of what I'm thinking here. So obviously we've got this will be the starting faction all the way down here, whichever faction it ends up being, and then they've got to make their way all the way around. So there'll be 2 bases, so they can attack in either direction, I feel like is a good way to kind of go. So what do you think the theme of those buildings should be? Now, I saw you guys saying tents earlier, but there just aren't any tents. Are you talking about the roofs? Is this what you're talking about? Are you suggesting using roofs as tents? Is this kind of what you're suggesting? Like using the roofs to be tents? Or you're saying camps? I can't see any camps. I can't see. What section are they in? What section are the camps in? Am I just being an idiot? Listen, it's a strong possibility. It's a very strong possibility that I am just being an idiot. In fact, it's actually, I would say, arguably a likelihood that I'm just being an idiot. But I can't see any camps. I mean, those are trees. That's landscape. Props. Okay, I'm going to really use my eyes here. Let me just slurp on some water. Okay. Furniture, misc. Chest. Raise it ladder. No. Bruh. Gravestones. Save the map. Very good point. Very, very, very good suggestion. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't saved this in a very long time. Let's go for a quick save. There we go. Yeah, I hadn't saved it in, well, I don't know, like an hour? Maybe more than an hour. Save the map. Save the map. Don't worry, the map has been saved. Next, like, make Dundee. Mate, nobody wants to see Dundee. I mean, to be fair, I think we could almost make these work. I think we could almost make this work. If I bring this up a little bit, we could almost... Oh, hold on. Oh, right. Righty. Maybe... Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I just come up with that on my own, or did somebody else already suggest that? Did I come up with that on my own? Am I a genius? That absolutely works. That absolutely works. I don't believe it. Place gravestone somewhere. Finally he listened. No, you weren't suggesting that the whole time, were you? Ha! Oh, bro, I'm an idiot. Right, let's get this one. Let's see what this one looks like. I wonder if we can actually get this one underground. Ooh. It'll look a little bit weird, if I'm honest, but I don't know, actually. I don't know. I mean, if we make it like way bigger. Okay, I don't know. We'll have to get rid of that bit there. But I mean, like if we go with that, literally, okay, that is a really creative way of getting new houses. Like literally, that is genuinely. I'm a little bit happy with myself there. Like, look, we've got a new house. We've got 3 new house type / like tent formation things. I'm gonna just dump a bunch of these down. Let's get them in like slightly varying sizes and angles. I guess. Ooh, maybe not quite as small as that. One there, and then let's get like maybe a bigger one there, or something like that. Like. Pull those together. Maybe I'm not sure about these actually. I'm not sure. It's interesting. It's interesting. Also, Roman Rex is leaving. No problem. Thank you for stopping by on a live stream for as much time as you did. It's been an absolute pleasure having you there. Let's have a quick read of chat. Scott equals Chad. What makes you say that? Also, Scott, use logs and fire to make a camp for the Persians. It's a good suggestion. Get a farm on the camp. Also, I guess what we should probably do then is the middle area. So the middle area here that's got this, like we should get rid of the, we'll make like, oops, wrong, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll make like a grass around like the outside, but the middle area where the camp is actually going to be like occupied basically. We'll get rid of all the grassy area there. And we'll put like grass around the outside as kind of detailing, I would say. Now, I'm actually thinking about getting rid of this building here. I don't think it looks too cool. Add a chicken. We've already added a chicken, but we could add another one. Me and Russian have added a new sticker to the Discord server, Scott. I hope you like it. Sure, I'll check it out soon. Yeah, if you guys haven't joined my Discord, we're going to be announcing a bunch of map creator stuff soon. The link for that, it should be just down below the description, unless, of course, I forgot to put it there, which is a strong possibility, let me say. Now, is there a difference between these buildings, right? Okay, so this one here, like, they look like they're just the same building, right? Are they the same building on top? On top, they're the exact same thing. Okay, on top, they're the exact same thing. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. I think we get rid of that. It just doesn't look very, I don't know, Persian. Unless what we could do, I suppose, like this particularly, I don't know, unless we just keep that bit there. Because that bit's okay. Like, I don't mind that bit. What's happening there? But like that hut there's fine. It's just the other one that just looked a little bit off. So let's just... Hey! What is this? Okay, come on. Go. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. So that's fine. I'm happy with that. So and to be honest, these are the easier ones to move. So I'll move these instead of the other way around. I would say would probably make a little bit more sense. Yeah, literally just scaled bigger. I get a farm on the camp. They're hungry. Okay. I'll get a campfire first. Okay, I'll get a campfire first. Is there an actual campfire, or have I got to build one myself? Is there like a legit campfire, or do I have to actually make one from scratch? Also, I suppose we could put a cheeky little ladder here, but just for no particular reason. Doesn't really need to be there, but I guess we'll put it there. I guess we can fix that later. But, I don't know, it looks nice, I guess. Finally, he listened. Use 2 paper to make a tent. No, because you can't rotate it in that direction, unfortunately. You can't rotate those items in that direction. You can only rotate them in this direction, which is unfortunate. I thought the exact same thing myself, to be honest. Like, yeah, you can't do that, which is a shame. Scott, your stream notifications are on. What do you mean my Steam notifications are on? Yeah, there's not much. I don't want to risk crashing the game again by backing out, so we're just... Oh, the other paper? Nah, the other paper is not going to work with that either, I don't think. Ooh. No, it's not going to work. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's good thinking, though. I appreciate the idea. Okay, so campfire. Okay, I think we're gonna have to build it from scratch, which is oh, logs in a pile. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, I know you guys have almost definitely said this many times, and it's incredibly infuriating for you to listen to me still going, whoa, but let's just get I feel your pain. Let's just get this painted here. I guess it kind of wants to be this color, right? So like the path color, more or less, around here, or at least kind of like, I don't know, something like that. Now, if we go into B and we do visual effects, now we should be able to literally just pick a fire. How big do we want this fire, boys? How big do we want the fire? Is that about right? You want that as a fire? No, I think we probably shouldn't use that as the fire. Let's see. What else have we got? Fire wave. Just a little fire, to be honest, would be nice, wouldn't it? Just a casual little fire. Is there one that's not like an effect like that? That's just like a slow burning fire, or like smoke? I think I looked for smoke before and I couldn't find it. Firestorm. Yep, nope, not that one. Fire ray. Oh, it's a really intense fire. Add chairs. Save the map. I'll save the map in a second, Eddie. I'll save the map in a second. We saved it relatively recently, so I'm not too bad. Okay, it's a dysfunctional fire. Firework. Oh god, I would hope your fire wouldn't do that. Fire effect. Ooh. Oh, I think we've gone and done it. I think we've only gone and done it. Does that need a trigger, or does that just permanently work? I think it might just permanently work. I think it might just finish the tunnel. Don't worry, Nikolai. We'll come back to the tunnel. We have nothing but time. What I want to do is I want to just get a little bit of this base camp kind of squared away down here. So let's get a building like there. Maybe we spin this round, go the other way. Like, oh no, you don't want to have the lights really. Yeah, let's go maybe here. Like that, and then we'll go with this one. We'll obviously keep that there for the time being, and then we'll pick another one over here. And so like that's just like a little bit of like a base camp, I guess. Is there any other buildings we could put in there that would maybe make sense for the Persians? What do you guys think? Is there anything else? Like, is there any roofs of buildings we could use for the Persians that might make sense? Anything like that? Let's just do a little bit of scouting. Because remember, any of these buildings you can scale up to any degree. And some of them, no matter if they look weird to begin with, you can probably make them look good. Let's see. Oh, let's maybe get like a couple of yeah, let's get like a log pile over here. Get a nice little log pile. We're doing the important bits, boys. We're doing the important bits. This is really like detailing stuff. We probably shouldn't be doing this right now, to be honest. So what we'll do is I will come back over to 4 and we'll just kind of like we'll put a little bit of grass around the outside of this, okay? Put a bit of grass around the outside, but it's not going to be trodden. Basically would be my kind of thinking. You want to like clearly, I don't know if any of you guys watched my tutorial. You want to have like you want to use grass to kind of help define your paths a little bit, if that makes any sense. So for example, if I come back over to number 4 and then I go, let's go for this. Let's keep it on that one actually. What does the middle one do on this? Or what am I doing? Oh, sorry, wrong button. Okay, so this one is the base, isn't it? So is that like the path? Yeah, that's like the path, isn't it? So yeah, so these are like the trodden areas, like where people walk, I guess. Like this, maybe? Something like that? I don't know. Something like that looks okay. Spikes. Where are the spikes? Where even are the spikes? You've medieval roof. It looks most like a tent. I don't know if it does. Like, the medieval roof doesn't... It just doesn't... I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't look... It doesn't quite do it for me. Do you think... I think these look more like a tent, if I'm honest with you. I think these look more like a tent. I mean, granted, these like bits poking out like the top of them maybe look a little bit weird. But I think we could get rid of those, to be honest. Like, if we play around with it a little bit. Maybe we can't actually. Maybe they have to stay there. Do that. Yeah, maybe that is as deep as it goes, but still, I don't know. I feel like they look more like tents. Let's get rid of that one in the middle, because I don't know, it kind of like stood out there a little bit. Maybe make a river. So that's one thing I don't think you can do. I don't think you can actually add water like that. Put boats on the beach. Yeah, let's put a couple of boats on the beach. Why not? Let's do that. Let's put a couple of boats on the beach. Okay, so I believe we've got 2 boats to choose from here, right? I believe there's 2 boats to choose from. So there's a gondola and there's a boat. For the Persians, I mean, I think it's just got to be the I think it's just got to be the boat, right? I think it's just got to be this one. The other ones just don't make sense, really. The other one's just like too small, doesn't really make sense. I think we got to put this one. And then maybe we can add some extra stuff onto it. I don't know. If we press V, can I get that to go higher? Okay, that might work there. That one's a little bit stuck. Yeah, let's just go with that. And then I can kind of like, yeah, we can kind of like, once we've got them there, we can then kind of like park them around a little bit better, neaten them up. I guess the most important thing is just to get them on there to begin with. Let's maybe put this one facing that way a little bit, I guess. And then this one maybe wants to face a little bit in. I don't know, something like that. I mean, I don't know, it just looks a bit too Viking. Make the gondolas into fishing boats. How would I do that? Like, the gondolas, like, I just don't think you're going to be able to get a Persian-looking boat out of that. It's just too slender, right? Unless you make it massive. Adam, welcome to the live stream. The fences can be used as borders for the farms. Yeah, so we can put a couple of fences down here. We can put a couple of fences down there. And that will look pretty cushy, I would have to say. So let's have a quick look down here. Okay, their fences, are they not in props? I swear they were in props. Okay, no, sorry, they're not in props. I remember, seeing as this was literally last night I was doing this. I don't know how I've forgotten, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so if we make this a little bit smaller, we can put like a fence there, like that, and kind of just like, I don't know, just partition off a couple of the areas here a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that looks all right. Okay, we spent a lot of time down here. I think it's time we move up and we kind of like, we come up here again and maybe just kind of have a play around with this stuff up here, see what we can get working and see what we can't. First things first, let's just duplicate this bad boy here because we need to get a couple more buildings to finish this area off. So let's go with that one there. And then let's just move the trees out of its way. More or less would be destroy the wall. Why do you want me to destroy the wall? The wall looks good. I mean, with the wall, it doesn't look good. Let's be honest. It's not been really, excuse me, it's not really been pieced together. Also, by the way, I'm doing all of this on 3 hours sleep. Last night, I stayed up until 9 in the morning editing those videos for release today. The things you do for views, eh? The things you do for views. But then between 9 a.m. and 12, I got 3 hours of sleep before the tabs update went live, and then when it went live, so just before it went live, I did like all the search engine stuff, and got it all ready for the big release. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. Again, we're just going to neaten it up a bit. We're not going to make it perfect, but we do want to make sure it looks less bad. Is, I guess, a good way to kind of judge your builds. The less bad it is, then in theory, the better that it is. But yeah, the build is genuinely coming together. Well, the all-nighter seems to have paid off. 10k vids with 7 hours. 10k views within 7 hours. Yeah, those videos are doing well, man. I'm literally recording this one as well, and I'm gonna send this over to Carly to. Oops, daisies. Send this over to Carly. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I've accidentally clicked the utility tool. Get this one edited up. So you guys who are in this live stream here, you'll probably see this go out as a video in the next couple of days as well, to be honest. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I mean, it will obviously just be like the highlights of it, more or less. So, you know, it might, you know, you might in theory not want to watch it because it's a duplicate or whatever. But I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy making maps. Like, I don't particularly, and I don't know what you guys think, make a broken wall. Yes, we will absolutely do some of that with a broken wall. We will definitely do some broken walls in here. We're just kind of like just getting down like the basics, I would say, begin with. Just getting it, and then we'll add like detailing in at a later point. We're just kind of like bringing the wall together so it doesn't look absolutely disgusting like it did. Ah, what's happened over here? I swear I connected that up. Did I not? Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's a strong possibility that I didn't do that and I just imagined it. I swear I did though. That's the benefit of recording it. Also, I got like kind of food poisoning yesterday. I got kind of food yeah, no. General Ed, not yesterday, 2 days ago. From some very risky mints. So I've literally eaten like 4 bananas or something in the last 2 days. Honestly, mate, like the only thing that's keeping me going right now is a considerable amount of caffeine. And when I get that caffeine dump, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough one. Put the skulls in the pit. That's a good idea. Okay, so you can kind of see, just by bringing these walls together, it actually makes a significant difference. It looks way less bad. I thoroughly look forward to reviewing all of your maps. I'll also maybe compare some of your maps against mine and just kind of like see. I mean, this one's a pretty ambitious build. Considering where we started on this map, this is a massively ambitious build. Still just about 400 viewers, which is nuts. Clearly, this Tabs Map Creator update is going to be big. 500 likes on the live stream already. Guys, if you have not liked the live stream, then, I don't know, like it, I guess. Shall I provide more reasons? Nah, you know what? I'm just going to leave it at that as just a direct order. We'll see who disobeys or not. Yeah, so look at this. Bro, it's actually coming together. It's actually legitimately coming together. And then we'll put more trees up here. Once we've got this looking a little bit better, we'll put more trees up here as well. And like start properly like plotting it out and making it look good. Is the idea. These towers are actually really good like bridging bits, so I can kind of restart the wall. It's not gotta be super anal the entire way around. Get that spun around there. Like, for example, if you go off a little bit, then it allows you to just kind of reconnect them, I guess. Now, I foresaw, even all the way back then, I foresaw that I was going to need an extra bit. And I did. There we go. So, that's the majority of that wall bit down. I think we're happy with the amount of buildings we've got in there. I mean, this one could maybe do with... You know what, we probably don't even need that one, actually. We probably just want a couple of maps in here. So, what we're going to do... What we're gonna do is first thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna save so that we don't accidentally crash and lose absolutely everything, because that would just be an absolute pit of misery for us to all fall in together. Oh, some high quality H2O right there. So what I'm gonna do, come over to the painting tool, and we're going to, I guess we kind of just like make a path through the town. Maybe it wants to be a little bit thinner than that. I don't know. Yeah, because that just looks a little bit too, well, thick, hence why we want it to be a bit thinner. Yeah, so then that can maybe be like a... The problem is though, like in this, like it just doesn't really, like with this small one... You love my vids, thank you very much, I really appreciate that. Honestly, I think the vids might like perform a little bit better because of this new update now. I've got a lot to be thankful for with this new update. It's going to be Farmville with these views. Like that World War I map. I don't know if you watched like the tutorial that I made or the World War I map that I just released. Oh, what happened here? Oh, of course, that's going to be the tunnel that we're going to dig soon. But both of those videos... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Both of those videos are like they're like both like, you know, top performing videos, like record breaking videos for the channel, basically, like with that many views in that short period of time. It's like, it's the kind of stuff you would normally get if you were like an actual YouTuber. I think a lot of people are still confused by this. Like a lot of people like see my channel and think that like I'm a proper YouTuber. Like, you realize this is still like an absolute chump tier channel, right? This is like a total chump tier channel. Please notice my British name, Scot. Die British. And also, look at that rank right there, mate. Thank you so much for being a member for so long. Genuinely. Really appreciate it. I appreciate you, bro. Why is this path just not working, really? You see what I mean? It's just like kind of not working, really. Like, it kind of just like... I don't know, like the painting tool is still like a little bit like... I don't know, like it's just like... I just want to like bridge that gap there. Just a little bit, please. It just doesn't want to. It just doesn't want to be perfectly honest. So let's just bring that round here. Yeah, let's just thicken the paths up, actually. Let's just thicken the paths up. And then once we got the paths down, of course, we're going to put down like the trees and stuff around them. And then we'll know what we're doing from there. Yeah, let's get one into that one there. One around here, one around here. the Pit of Destiny, or also known as the Pit of Death, which we will put skulls down. And I would love to see if anyone uses this and gets somebody kicked down there. Where's the tunnel? The tunnel is in development. The tunnel will be here. Okay, the tunnel will be here. We need to dig the tunnel. That's the next thing we're gonna do. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna place down the trees, and then I'm gonna dig the tunnel. Okay, I'm gonna place down the trees, then I'm going to dig the tunnel. Do not fear. Do not fear. The tunnel shall be dug. As soon as we put down some trees. Man loves a tree. 4, scroll over to here. Again, this wants to be the nice trees. These ones here. Yes, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Let's get trees behind there. Can we sneak one in there? Yeah, we can. Nice, 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 nice. A tree there. Gotta love a tree. Gotta love a tree, man. Let's get, come on. Why is there no trees spawning there? There's plenty of room for trees there. Why is no tree spawning there? Maybe they've got like determined like positions where they can or can't spawn. I don't know. Like, okay, that's weird why that one's decided to spawn there. Like, because that's a big open area there, but for some reason there's just nothing spawning there. I don't know. It's a bit strange, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, I guess we can just like artificially put them down ourselves, which I think we probably will have to do, to be honest. But get some stuff there. No, you don't want to be on the path. No. There, that'll do. And then in all of the gaps here. Okay, come on, trees. Give me some trees. What? I just want a tree there. I don't understand why we're just refusing to give me a tree. Please, please, just put a tree there. Okay, not the end of the world. I think I might survive without that tree there. Let's see. Okay, that's actually legitimately looking like a not awful map. When can you do a battle? I'll tell you what. Should we test it out? Or do we dig the tunnel, or do we test the map, or do the tunnel first? Okay, I'll ask you. Okay, just comment tunnel or test. Tunnel or test. And then we'll see, whichever is more, we'll do the other one after that. But I want to see, do you want me to test the map, or do you want me to dig the tunnel? Okay, I'm going to say the majority of those are test. Okay, the majority of those are test. We'll dig the tunnel as soon as we've done the test. Okay, right, let's, before we do the test, let's just quick save. And then now that map has been saved, let's press play. This is going to be a household map, I think. There's a lot going on in this map, actually, isn't there? There's a lot going on in this map. Once it's done, this is actually going to be a really cool map to look back on. Like, you know, as this update matures, like, everyone's going to be able to be like, yeah, I was there. You know, I was there when they built that map. We got the chicken put down. We messed around doing this for ages. Yeah, this will be quite cool. Okay, let's put down... I'm going to put like a bunch of these guys down, but I'm going to scatter them out loads, okay? Because I just want to make sure the pathfinding is going to work. I want to make sure the pathfinding is going to work. We'll put some range down as well. Put them all the way around here. Let's get a couple of them locked in down there as well. And let's just see. Okay, now for the Spartans, what we'll do is we'll put down a couple of... let's put down a couple of, like, actual formations, I guess. So we want to get ones that are going to, you know, hold the line there. Let's get some guys that are gonna, I don't know, like hold the line over here. I guess we want to get one at the top over here, in the entranceway over here. By the Pit of Death, let's get a couple of guys. Oh no, that's technically Greek land now. Sorry, Persian land. Let's get one by the Pit of Death. And then let's get one across the bridge, okay? And then we'll put hoplites around those guys and just see if all of these guys are able to survive, okay? We'll see if any of these guys are capable of surviving this battle. And I'm really hoping that somebody's going to be kicked down the Pit of Death. You know for a fact that I'm going to do some sort of cinematic when I'm like making a video of this. I'm 110% going to make a cinematic out of somebody getting yeeted down the hole. Okay, let's get in there. Look at this map. I'm actually... quite impressed with what we've done here. Again, I actually kind of forgot about the ballistas there for a second. Let's see if the ballistas are gonna get any of these lads. Come on. Who's brave enough to... Oh, 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Okay, it worked, and then the last guy just got humiliated by him. Let's go round here. See if any of these guys... Yeah, look at this. Look at this map, man. Okay, so it's a little bit Okay, yeah, so when there's a little bit of smoothness and the AI thinks it can get up, it bugs. So you need to make sure that all your ramps are like really definitively smooth or sharp. Okay, so that's a little bit of a bug around there. But not massive, to be honest. The rest of them are making their way around no problem down here. And absolutely getting destroyed by these ballistas. Yeah, look how many bodies are here. There's no way that's all just from those Spartans. Yes! Come on, no! Oh, yes, another one bites the dust. I could just leave this there and be happy. Also, Brent, welcome to live stream. Persians go no, Persians, mate, we're actually making a wall. We're making a wall of Persian bodies like we're in 300. Okay, let's look down here. Let's see. Mate, this map is actually sick. We've actually done a thing here. Upload this to the workshop so we can download it. I absolutely will be uploading this to the workshop so we can download it. That's one of the main ideas here is that we're gonna literally stick this on a workshop and you guys can all play it. And it's a map that we made together based on suggestions. For example, build the bridge. Build a tunnel! Put some boats down! Stick a chicken down! Okay, let's see how these guys do. So there's not many formations left, but it's good to see. The pathfinding is actually working as intended. You done a thing. Nice, I know, right? Okay, where's the next one at? Where's the next one at? Is it just literally just in this doorway? Okay, let's see. Oh my god, it's actually working. Are they actually gonna come through this doorway? They're actually going to come through the doorway. This is actually working. The walls are working. Wait, this update's actually really impressing me. I've got to be honest. This update is legitimately really impressing me. For example, the reason I say that is like, I was thinking the AIs are going to get really confused because this is let's be honest, a complex map. Look at the size of this map. They've moved all the way around from their base camp and they're still okay. So this is good to know. This is good to know. So obviously this is a little bit too smooth. It needs to be more sharp because the AI, I think the way it's programmed, if it thinks it's a cliff, it's not going to go up it. But if it sees what might be a path up, they'll try and get up there. So these guys are trying to get up a little bit of a smoother. Yeah, you see that smoother bit there? They're trying. And actually, you know what? They might even make it, to be honest. Okay, these guys have been done. Okay, where's the guys by the pit of death? Oh, the guys by the pit of death got set free by an archer, I think. Okay, now this is the very final part of this map. Can they actually legitimately get over that bridge? I'm honestly really impressed by this, man. I'm really impressed by this. Like, not even joking. The pathfinding... They must have improved the pathfinding, because the pathfinding used to be a joke. Just stop and think for a second how far those guys have gone. They went... I don't know why I'm going to point to you. I was going to point to you like I said, yeah, they went all the way around here. Like, they went a really long way. Oh, fair enough, mate. Genuinely, super impressed with that. This is going to be a really good map once we're done with it. Okay, as I promised. Or is there anything else we could do to test on that map? Like, we could do something else. Oh, check in the pit of death. I didn't check in the pit of death. My apologies. I forgot to look in that. Okay, what I promised, make a Yugoslav war video. On what map, though? Add some crates and barrels. Again, we will definitely be doing that as well. Particularly down by the Persian camp. We'll put like a bunch of like siege warfare type stuff down there. But what I promised you, and I am a man of my word, is I said that I would go dig the tunnel now. So let's go dig the tunnel. And to keep all you lot happy, shall we? Let's dig it using... I wonder what the best tool for digging it is. Maybe this tool here? And maybe like a little bit... smaller or not it doesn't want to be maybe just a bit smaller. I don't know. Let's just go with this for the time being, see how this works. And yeah, I guess yeah, this is gonna take a little bit of work, I guess, actually, to make sure we get this right. And it wants to make sure that it's not the flow wants to be a little bit higher, doesn't it? Yeah, because the thing is, like, if it's too thin or too narrow, the AI won't be able to figure it out. We need to make sure that it's going to be, like, obvious enough so the AI can actually make their way through there. Please make a Stalingrad map. These are all things, like, honestly, now that we've got this map creator, like the possibilities are legitimately endless. Rather than, like, you know how soul-destroying it was trying to, like, roleplay the Battle of Stalingrad on Ancient 1 or Ancient 2 or something like that. Now we can just actually do them. Now we can just actually do the Battle of Stalingrad. It's going to be spicy. I've just had a thought. How do I know when I'm in the temple? How do I get to the temple? Does that make any sense? Like, how do I, like, come out at the temple? Like, without just having to dig up through the map? Has anyone got any suggestions? I'm willing to listen to suggestions here, because this could be a tricky one. This could be a tricky one. Okay, but this tunnel is gonna... This tunnel, maybe we even make an opening down here. Maybe we make like a big opening down here as well. Yeah, maybe we do just keep it as I don't know. This was doing well for us. Maybe we just keep it with this. Yeah, I think we just keep this. And then we maybe make like an opening. We'll make like a big opening down here. Everyone loves a tunnel, right? Everyone loves a tunnel. The only problem is, and the only thing to be aware of, is you remember when you're in the tabs map, you know when you're placing units, right? You know when you're placing units, it's really hard to get into the tunnels, right? It's really hard to get into the tunnels in the first place. Is one of the main things I'm kind of thinking here. Well, what we're gonna do first is let's just take this all the way along and just see where we come out, right? Let's just take this all the way along and see where we come out. Okay. Okay, so we missed. we missed a little bit. Yeah, we missed quite a bit. We missed quite a bit. Okay, let's get back down here. And then let's like readjust our line. So we were over there. Let's go down here. Yeah, let's go down this way then. And then let's see where we come out. If we come out underneath it, then we can just dig down to it, right? It's kind of what I've gotten. Okay, we were close. We were close. We were close. We're going tunneling, boys. We're going tunneling. There's an option for free cam placement. Ooh, in the UCM mod. Thing is, I'm not sure if the mods will work with this update though. That's my only like reservation there. Like, because generally speaking, when there's a new update that comes out, it just like nullifies what must be good. Okay, we're basically right under it, right? We're basically right under it. So if we bring this down here, we should come out to my tunnel, right? Yes! Yes, boys. Okay, so what we can then do is we can then kind of just like patch up this area here. And now we've got the beginning of where our tunnel is going to go. So let's just dig it out deeper now. Let's just dig it out deeper. And thicken up the walls and whatnot. Would be my first idea, and then we can smooth it all out once we've done all of that. So obviously, like, no wobblers getting down here, are they? Let's be honest. But if we... So how do we get it up there then? How do we get it up there? Because it kind of comes at a little bit of an angle, but it doesn't really matter if it comes at an angle. Add skulls in the tunnel. We will definitely add skulls in the tunnel. That much I can promise you. Now, we're really testing at this point what the map creator can do. If it still works with this massive tunnel we're digging, if it somehow still works, I'm gonna be just very impressed. Now, again, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna expose this a little bit. Don't worry. What we'll do is we'll fill this back in. Don't worry. It's not gonna be as exposed as that. For sure, it's not gonna be as exposed as that. We just need to make sure we get enough of a ramp. We need to get enough of a ramp up so that wobblers can kind of, their pathfinding can find their way through, I think, and then take it from there. We could also put a couple of booby traps in here, like maybe the occasional ballista. Like the occasional ballista just fires through the hole, just like a random element. So like if it's your last unit, there's like a small chance that ballista can just glack all your guys, which would be incredibly frustrating, but also incredibly funny at the same time. Right, let's get this. You kind of see what I mean. There needs to be like a bit of like enough of a ramp so the wobblers can kind of like actually pathfind their way up here. To get up here in the first place. Now, I wish they could use ladders. That would be, I mean, come on, we can't ask too much of them. I'm asking for too much. We literally just got this update, and now I'm like, yeah, but what about ladders? But what about ladders, bro? Can they clamber up ladders? Okay, that's a bit too steep, isn't it? Yeah, it's way too steep, way too steep. So let's patch it up down there. Down here as well. I'll tell you what, if we... It's the E. We need to get rid of E, don't we? Yeah, like that. There we go, there we go, there we go. I don't know. Like, So again, kind of what I'm suggesting is that don't worry about the temple bit, because what we can do is we can build around that like that to make sure that nobody can get up there, right? Stairs. Ooh. Stairs. Stairs. Why don't I think of these things? Do you think that will work? Oh my god, that will almost definitely work, right? Surely that's gonna work. Surely that'll work, right? Yeah, come on, that's gotta work, right? I mean, it's not gonna be the right color, but the other ones are just not the right. Yeah, it's better than the other colors, to be honest. I would say. So if we can kind of like dig this into the cliff a little bit, then, and then we can pack it in around it once we've got the stairs in. I think it's probably the way to do it, right? Okay, can we get that straightened up? Because at the minute, you can kind of see how it's at an angle. I know I'm just like super tedious about all this kind of stuff. Like I know almost nobody will notice that. But I can't have it like slightly at an angle. I can't do that. I'm not, what do you think of me? Save! Oh my god, everyone's saying save. Yeah, I love how the entire chat is just save. Save. The entire chat is save. I guess this is good to save it, right? Because this is as much your map as it is mine, right? So if I crashed and lost it, then, well, that would just be a real shame, wouldn't it? You just wouldn't be able to download it. Also, is it just me or am I like really red? Why am I so red? Why am I so... Am I really red? Like, is it just like my webcam filter or something? The problem is I've got this like this green screen, obviously, and when you block out the green, it can kind of like mess with the tone. It's not really important, to be honest. Who really cares? Right, let's dig this bit away here. Okay. That's something. Now let's see if we can build the stairs up like this, but evenly, hopefully. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, jeez. Whoa! What have we got there? What do we have here? What do we have here? Do the stairs need to be bigger? Can the stairs be no clip? Because if the stairs could be no clip, I'd love to, like... The problem is a lot of these stairs, they're, like, impacted by the terrain around them. I'd love it if they could just be perfectly no clip. Like, if I could just get the stairs, like, perfectly no clip. Like, for example, let me just, I'm just gonna create a copy of this, just in case I need another one. I'm just gonna stick one there. But, like, and then I'll also just massively increase the size of those stairs. And then if I press V to put it as far down as it can go... You see how it's like actually impacted by the terrain that it surrounds? I would love it if it wasn't impacted by the terrain. Like, you could just put these stairs as no clip. So you didn't have to, like, you see how it's wobbling around? I mean, because look at that. You can kind of see it clipping through a little bit there. Okay, that's... I mean, that just about works. Again, does it want to be... Does it want to come all the way out like that? That's the problem. I'm just way too anal for this kind of thing. I'm way too anal. I'm done with my map for Scot. Oh, nice. You've already made a map for me. Yeah, remember, guys. I'm going to be doing a map tournament. I'm going to be recording it literally tomorrow. If you want to make a map and have me review it and give it a score out of 10 on my YouTube channel, which will come out in the next couple of days, I'll record that tomorrow. So literally, if you're making a map, put Plastic Scot in the name. I'll be searching for all the maps and I'm going to go through it. And yeah, so Carly's just joined back in. Is this the same map? This is the same map, and we're making some serious progress here. It works. It actually works. The pathfinding for this works. Again, we're not finished yet by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, I just had a little idea. You know this hole that we dug down here? Could we create a nice little, like, viewing port for the pit of death? Like, can we, like, just, like, you know, if we brought this along a little bit, is that going to come to the pit of death? If we could make a window into the pit of death, that would be really nice. I mean, nice maybe wasn't the word that I was looking for there, but, like, yeah, so, like, so look at this, the big hole of death. We'll have, like, a little viewing platform for the hole of death. So that people can go collect the bodies and all that kind of stuff, I guess, is what we're kind of going for here. This, for anyone who's just joined, if you've watched 300, you know the hole that they kick them down. That's what we created there. That's what we created there. So we're also I'm gonna make sure that I get lots of bodies down there for you guys to enjoy in your own time. But I think we want a little like viewing window down there to start with. I think it's probably a good little idea. And again, if anybody is new to the channel right now and you've not subscribed to the channel, I'll be live streaming again tomorrow where I'll be going through all of your maps and also, I guess, like the video or stream or something like that. Can you tell I'm a professional? Can you tell I don't have a clue what I'm doing? Right, let's get this smoothed out down here now, okay? I feel like we've spent enough time faffing around with it. Let's get it all a little bit... Is that as small as that goes, really? Okay, it's on half. Yeah, okay, let's get this smoothed out down here. We want to then... What we want to do, really, is we want to test if the wobblers can get down here. That's really like the make or break moment, isn't it? Like, if the wobblers know to come down here, then we've done it right. But if the wobblers don't even try and come down here, then we're going to need to make some adjustments, basically. So this is a make or break. So maybe I'll just dig the wall out a little bit. Again, you just want to make sure that there's no... Yeah, you can kind of see from the... from like the... I don't know, if I make that go a little bit higher like this, you can see from like the color of the material what kind of a gradient the slope is, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And then if I go press V again and I just hold the middle mouse button, this should now allow us to smooth out all this stuff down here. It needs to be a little bit lower, actually, maybe. Like that. Oh, and an E as well. I need to hold E as well. Because, like, look, the wobblers would have had they would have had a nightmare getting through here. It would just been a massive, 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 massive pain. Now I think that's going to be a little bit more achievable for them, shall we say. And we'll dig the walls, because it looks really like... It looks a bit like, too uniform at the moment. We'll dig the walls out so it looks... less bad. It would be the easy way of describing it. The Xbox update probably won't be here today. Yeah, so for those of you who are on Nintendo Switch or Xbox or mobile for that matter, I believe your update is coming. I think it just might take a little bit more time. I think it might have something to do with like the approvals process for like updating a game. Like they need to wait for like approval or something like that before they can like actually officially post an update for the game. I'll be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea, and everything I've said there, you know, may just be completely worthless knowledge. But there you go. I put it out there. Deal with it. Right, let's get that smoothed off there. Right, shall we just, before we do anything else, do we just test if this works? We probably need to fix this up a little bit first as well, actually, to be honest. That probably still would not have worked, I would imagine. Let's get this in down there. This in down here. Again, you can kind of see by the color of the material what the gradient is like, more or less. And again, is this going to be too shallow for some of the units? Yeah, I guess any units that are like above normal height are just going to be unable to traverse this map. But frankly, don't use units that are big. And then you won't have the problem. Problem solved before we've even started. Right, let's see. This bit here just looks a little bit too steep though. That looks a bit better. And one more. Okay, that looks okay. Now, it's obviously not as tidy as we want it to be, and it's off center. But we're gonna press P. We're gonna play it, and we're gonna find out. Okay. How can I get the new update? If you've got tabs, the game will just automatically update for you. It might just take a while for it to process, so bear with it. But it should be there. So, now here's the problem, right? In this mode, you can't actually... Oh, hold on a second before we do anything, because otherwise they're just going to walk directly up there, aren't they? You can't actually, like, you can't move the line. You can't move the line in the battle until you've downloaded it into, like, your area. So, we're going to need to just, first things first, just, like, otherwise they're just going to walk directly up here, and it's just not going to work, is it? So we need to just clear this little bit here out, and then, and only then, can we give that a pop. So, let's go for flow rate of that. And that, and let's bring that up to... I don't know, here, maybe? Yeah, there. Okay, nice. And then if I just build this out, my hope is that the wobblers will not try and climb up this. Although some of them, like, you see that little bit there? Sometimes it's just a little bit that, like, sticks out just enough that they might try it. So maybe Maybe we want to, like, dig a trench around it. I don't know. But maybe we just give this a try first. We just give it a try, and if it doesn't work, we can come back and mess around with it. But maybe we just want to give it a stab and see what happens, eh? Okay, let's give it a try and see what happens. Sheesh! Why is everyone saying sheesh? Everybody... Oh, because Ian literally just said, everybody says sheesh. Sheesh! They probably could stack onto each other to get up. Yeah, that's also true. So, if I'm right in saying, what I think we're going to have to do is... Okay, so, instead of dotting them around, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally stick one there. Let's just stick one guy there. I want to see, as a proof of concept, will they come all the way down and round? Will they come all the way down and round, just as a proof of concept here? And let's get some fast units. So, let's go... Let's go for Ottoman, because I know there's some fast units in here. If I can find a faction. Yeah, all my factions are just a little bit messed up at the moment, actually. Okay, so charge flag here. Get a couple of chargers with a couple of bayonetters, and then let's start that here. So, again, just to recap, what we've got is we've got one guy over here, one Spartan over here, and so I'm sending these guys on a big charging mission, hoping... Oh, I wonder if they all just get killed right away. Some of them are getting absolutely wrecked. Why are they not sprinting? I swear they're supposed to be sprinting, no? Okay, I love how random this is. I love this. This is fantastic. We might make more of those, to be honest, because those are good. We'll save it once we've done this little bit here. We'll save it once we've done this little bit here. I would suggest. Right, let's see where these guys go. Let's see where these guys go. Come on. Do they turn? No, I forgot. We didn't fix that bit. Damn. Okay, let me just very quickly fix that. Again, Zulu War is another one that I'm definitely going to be doing, for sure. Right, let's just quickly fix this bit up here first, and then once we got this bit fixed, let's go course, low. Again, because you see, they were thinking they could get up there. How foolish they were. Yeah, E. Let's just make sure that's really cliff-like, basically. And dig away these bits at the bottom. No, you see, as soon as you start smoothing, you gotta be careful with the smooth tool, because as soon as you smooth, it pulls out the edges slightly and just makes it like way more, I don't know, appealing for them, the wobblers, to try and get up there. So I'm just gonna build this up like a little bit, like a little ledge. Yeah, maybe we actually keep this in the final build anyway. It kind of looks, I don't know, that looks a bit trash, but... There you go. I don't know. That looks alright. Oh, it's this bit right here, isn't it? Let's get rid of that. Like that. And make it like a proper... There we go. Now that should work. Because that's much more of an obvious cliff round, right? I mean, I say it with chest, but we'll see in a second, won't we? I say it with chest, but we'll see in a second. I really want to test if this tunnel works, man. I'm desperate to see if this tunnel works. If this tunnel does work, it's gonna be pretty sick, bruh. Okay, right. Now, I will quick save again to keep you happy. I unfortunately don't give out mods just on request. I can't just mod me. Oh yeah, sure, there you go. Just bans the entire chat. Okay, right. So we've done that. Now we want to test it, okay? So we want to just go over here, press P. Let's see if that works. So the tunnel rats, do they actually function as intended? Charge flags, put some bayonetters next to them. I suppose if let's not put down any like ranged units, because they'll just shoot and kill them literally straight away. So let's keep those guys there, and then again let's just keep one fortified guy over here. Doesn't really matter if we're using the right units this time. We just gotta slap something down, basically. Right, let's watch these guys get glacked by the ballistas. I might try the cannons, see if they've patched the cannons. It's literally just like a lottery running past here. Oh, a shrine to Big Head. Andrew, I like your thinking. Okay, a lot of them got glacked by the ballistas there. They didn't do quite as well as the... Yeah, that was terrifying. Literally, even just this pass as they go around. Okay, it's the moment of truth, boys. It's the moment of truth. It's the moment of truth. Let's see what happens here. Please don't try and climb that wall. Please go up the hill. Okay, they're going up the hill. But it looks like they're still aiming in that direction. Okay, please go down the tunnel. Oh! Oh my god! Please, 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 please! if we've done a thing, if we've actually pulled this off. Oh, this tunnel's way bigger than I thought it was. This tunnel is way bigger than I thought it was. Yeah, in my mind, wow. Yeah, it's difficult to see sacrifice small head. Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah, this is actually, I think, okay, so there's a little bit of a crunch up here, but they can still get through that. Oh my god. We're actually incredible. This is sick. I mean, to be fair, we need to just like, I mean, even that tiny little tunnel, which they in theory shouldn't. Yeah, mate, I really, in my mind, right? Is it just me who am thinking this, right? In my mind, and I'm asking you guys on chat, like, in my mind, this tunnel was way smaller than this. How is it that big? How have I done that? Like, the guys were literally like, okay, yeah, they're gonna have no issues getting through there. Recreate tabs battle with these new maps. What do you mean? Like, you got a full thing? You knew it would be big. Yeah, I didn't, mate. I was struggling to figure it out. Scott, you're just tall. What, in this game? I don't know if that logic translates there, mate, but I appreciate the effort. It was a good effort. They can even get over this bridge. They can get down the tunnel. They can go around the pit of death. What can't they do? They must have improved the pathfinding with this update, right? Because normally, like, the wobblers and tabs literally fall over anything and everything on the map, but it seems like they're doing okay. Test the middle level. What do you mean the middle level? What do you mean the middle level? Like this level here? I'm not sure how much it's going to be used though. I mean, there's two ways down. You can come around this way, or you can come around this way. We've actually made a pretty interesting map here. Let's be honest. Like, this is genuinely, with our combined minds, like, there's a lot of different things going on here, right? There's a lot of different things going on here. What do you want me to do next? Somebody said, how did you get houses? What do you mean, how did I get houses? I just placed the houses, bro. They're just like they're just in the, yeah, they're just in the toolmaker. This update will be coming on Xbox not soon. Not soon. Who wants a death run? Who wants a death run? Lego man. Now we're thinking. Now we are thinking. I like your thinking, actually. Okay, should we do... Yeah, I like your thinking. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Oh, this is a top quality idea right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's put down like a bunch of like British, just like defending this area, okay? And we're gonna do, like you said, we're gonna do a death run, okay? We're gonna do a full-on death run here. Let's make sure all like the defending areas are all areas they can in fact actually get to. Let's see who the last man standing is gonna be. We'll put down like a bunch of like chargers from different factions so we can see which faction. Oh, that's on the wrong team. My bad. We'll put down like chargers from different factions so we can see which is gonna be like the last man standing, basically. And then, so obviously, so we need to get some like riflemen and stuff like that in there as well then, right? We need to get some riflemen in there to thin out the crowd, let's say. So, let's just get some standard British riflemen. Just literally just lining the wall. Just British riflemen just lining the wall. Nothing too extreme. Just literally, it's just like a death run, okay? It's just like a death run. It's like a casual death run. Like, last man standing wins, basically. Or if anyone gets through, let's say. It's maybe a better way of saying it, shall we say? Right, get some of these lads up there. The last men on the battlefield. And again, we'll make that path actually connect to something down there as well. Have we left anyone unattended? Yes, this guy down here. Now, the death run will begin right at the bottom of the map. So let's come all the way down here and let's select a bunch of these charging guys. So... let's get some Ottoman chargers. And then let's go, what other kind of factions have got? Thing is, none of them are working as intended here. So like, we're just gonna have to go through and just look for ones that look like they've got a charge on them. Because like all the names have kind of bugged out a little bit here. The names have bugged out a little bit. So let's just type in Rome, see what pops up here. See what we got here. See if we've got any chargers. Okay, Optio. Okay, so we got some Romans who will join in the attack there. Let's go for who else do I think has got a charger? Civil War? My voice just completely just gone there. American Civil War. These guys have got chargers, right? I don't know. One of these will have chargers. We'll have 3 different factions in the death run, basically. If we can find another unit to participate in said death run. Union flag bearer. What does that mean? Okay, which one of these? One of these has surely got the charge ability, right? Oh, that's exactly what that is. Okay, so, okay, there you go. There. And then we'll also go for some Union as well. Okay, so we've got Ottomans, Confederates, Unions, and Romans charging the death run, boys. Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins the death run, if anyone. Is anyone gonna survive the death run? Also, oh, that's our little fire down there. Look, we actually did a thing with the fire down there. Okay. Who's at the front? The Romans are at the front, seemingly the fastest, which basically means they're all gonna die first. Also, the cinematic camera on tabs is just nice. I don't know why. It's just... Oh, why are they not shooting? Oh, they weren't close enough. Oh my god, a bunch of them getting yeeted by this. Let's see who gets yeeted. I tell you what, you could actually definitely do death runs. Using these ballistas, cannons and fireballs and magic attacks and all that kind of stuff, you can genuinely now properly do death runs. I have a feeling that none of them are going to survive this. It's just occurred to me. I think none of them are going to make this. Yeah. Did I make that too? Oh my god, that guy just got yeeted by the Confederate. Let's see how far he makes it. Okay, not very far. Yeah, you could literally do a death run map. Okay, here comes some more guys. I'm amazed at how many of these ballistas have got. The Union and Confederate soldiers are really slow here. Let's see how many Union soldiers get picked off by the ballistas. Not many. Not many. Actually, this is a great trap. Some people, I bet you, are going to be incredibly creative with those, by the way. It's going to be really, really, really interesting to see what people can come up with. I bet you some of the maps people are going to make are, like, even way better than this. I probably won't even upload this one tonight because I probably want to finish it. I want to, like, actually finish the map before I upload it. And then I'll notify you guys when I do actually publish the map. And then obviously everyone can download it. I wouldn't want to, like, publish, like, a half-finished map. I think it wants the time and care to kind of, like, get it done properly, would be my suspicion anyway. Yeah, okay, a couple of the Union soldiers almost getting into the tunnel there. Interestingly. Not bad, not bad. I think that's pretty much everyone dead there, though, right? Right, okay. I think that is almost a 3-hour live stream. I think that's where we leave it for tonight's video. Our live stream, I guess. Guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be making another live stream tomorrow and possibly the day after that. And then I'm also going to be producing videos tomorrow and the day after that as well. So make sure you stick around for that. And also, if you haven't already liked the video and commented on this, do that as well. Finally, in the description, you will find a link to my Discord. I will be announcing a Tabs Map Creator tournament where literally tomorrow I'm going to be reviewing your maps, recording that, and then sending that off to an editor. So if you want your map to be recorded in there, then let me know down there. Thank you, everybody. Yes, Rurasker, my moderator, has just spammed the Discord link. Join the Discord. Guys, honestly, massive shout out and thank you to everybody who stopped by in this live stream. Thoroughly enjoyed myself tonight. And I'm actually quite enthused to do some more of this stuff. So, I shall leave it there and I shall bid you farewell.